Hello, everyone, and welcome to Midgard RPG. I tried to make this dude here get off my desk so I could introduce things properly and not get interrupted.
His name is Earl.
Apparently, he has finished eating his treats. Hi, Earl. Why don't you say hello to the camera while you're
What a
here?
good boy.
Cat
Look at him.
activity.
Cat activity. This is the best way to bring in views, right? All right.
He's so
Okay.
cute.
Out of the way.
Fuck.
Anyways, did I say welcome to Midgard RPG? I probably did. I just said it again. This is Madness, the Dungeon of the Mad Mage game we play every Friday, and these are my players.
Hi, I'm Garmbreak1. Thank you, Zio and Garmbreak1, for your subscription to our channel. I play Realm Mimic Shivara, and you can use Twitch Prime to subscribe to our channel if you have an Amazon Prime account. That helps us not die of starvation. I'm a Celestial Pact Warlock with a specialty in shilling. Zio.
Hi, I'm Zio. I had the wrong character sheet open for my intro because I just switched characters last session. I used to play Elrin Zinashe. I am now playing Reimi Suana. She is an arcane domain cleric human. And we don't know too much about her yet, except she's going to try and continue babysitting and keeping a certain idiot alive and maybe the other idiots that idiot is traveling with. We'll see. I only have one job. Hi.
Hi, I'm playing the one job, also known as a Mage Draconic. I'm a Hexblade Warlock Draconic Sorcerer Snowflake, and I'm not actually a tiefling. Also, I'm occasionally not the idiot, and I'm not the one that looks like the sweet summer child that looks like they need the babysitter. It's my babysitter that looks like that.
She is not a tiny child. She's 26, I think. Yeah. So, not a tiny child.
No, that's Tiny Child.
Show?
Hi, I'm Sho, and you'll find out who I'm playing when we start playing. Because they haven't met him yet.
Hint, hint, you can already see what his name is and what he looks like on the overlay.
I'm told
Yeah.
it's not pronounced Nader. Joe gave me a look when I said that earlier.
Like that, yes.
Oh, it's Neener?
Do you,
Neener?
do you both
Neener,
want to be
yeah.
kicked?
He is playing Neener today.
You can't kick me, I'm streaming.
Don't fuck with the
We
recording.
shouldn't kick you, you're streaming.
You shouldn't kick me, I'm streaming.
Don't fuck with the recording show.
Yeah, no.
we have
please.
Craig.
Please.
Exactly.
I don't want to know what happens with Craig if someone leaves and then rejoins the channel. Please don't make my job harder.
But
Anyways,
science.
Before we begin,
Science.
after the session, I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors, Roll20.net. Roll20 is a great virtual tabletop simulator that lets you play games with your friends who are too busy or too far away to game in person. Basically, everyone, like, ever. With a host of features that work for not just D&D, but pretty much any tabletop RPG you want to play. It's got virtual dice rollers and like automated sheets and all that fun stuff. And if you subscribe, you can also get things like dynamic lighting and even fancier APIs that let you do things like follow the leader and stuff. Anyways, you should try it out. It's free to use, and while it can get a bit complicated to use at first, it's not that daunting. And also, there's a bunch of video tutorials that only take like 2 minutes each to watch. But yeah, thanks to Roll20 for the sponsorship. All right. Madness. Party just finished more or less exploring a bit more of level 6, decided that they were really done with level 6. And when they found Skella, who was like, oh yeah, I know, I saw the way down to level 7, and you guys were like, oh, okay, well, goodbye, we're going down to level 7. And Tethrin was like, no, but I want to see everything on this level. And you guys were like, no. So Tethrin said bye-bye to the party, and Relmevik, Omitra, and Remy went down to level 7, leaving Tethrin with Skella and her group to continue exploring and finding what archaeological finds they could in the lost level. You all descended past the break in the wall caused by what you can only assume were Umber Hulks, into more earthy tunnels, natural cave systems, and eventually down to what looked like a pretty big group of possible ways to go. And I will switch you to the map.
I prefer to think of the Lost Level as the Dwarf Museum, personally. We learned a lot about dwarves that episode. We learned that this one time a guy got a bow from an elf. That's all I remember, actually.
Yeah.
I think Mithril was involved, not in the bow part.
A lot of mithril.
He just had a fresco dedicated to the first time he met an elf.
Meanwhile, Omitra took notes.
Just kind of funny to me.
Well, it was more like there was this whole museum area where it was like telling the story of King Malair.
King Malair, that's it. A name that is in no way funny to me.
Anyway,
It was a museum to everything about where he was born and raised.
And all the things
rest
he
of his
did.
days. Garm, can I help you?
As for whoever show's playing, you've been making your way down deeper into the dungeon, and
I think I killed him.
Made it to the beginning of the 7th level, going through the tunnels that you're more or less familiar with. You have a very crude map you made yourself of how to get around here, but stopped in a narrow corridor that you knew was protective for certain reasons. Because you spotted light ahead.
We did?
No.
That was me.
Oh.
You guys have the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Do I? No, I don't. Where's my light?
I switched it so that your token's the one giving off the light.
And just basically say if you turn it off.
My orb.
Yep.
I will say, because it's safer to have multiple lights, that Remy also casts light on let's be real, probably their shield. Just so we have an extra source of light.
Okay.
So you got your high beams on?
I can also
High
cast
beam,
light.
it's one shield.
I've just never done it before. Also, I smashed my nose into my desk there.
Garm!
Not like hard, but it hurts now.
Buddy!
I'm Garmbreak 1.
At least you didn't break your nose.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
At least you
technically
didn't
not
Garm break your nose.
God, that would have been the funniest reason to have to leave a session. Laughed so hard I broke my nose.
And it would be recorded for all to remember. We love you, Garm.
I love y'all too. I'm glad to be part of this community.
Hearts.
And I'm Garmbreak
Welcome
1.
to Midgardia, where we enjoy teasing each other immensely.
And I'm off center again. Yeah. Here we go. Yes.
All right. So for your knowledge, right now everyone is following Relmevik. So if Relmevik moves forward, everyone else moves forward after him.
Okay, I need to move back because manipulating my keyboard from here is weird.
Also, I think I already broke it then.
Oh, yeah. Glad to see everybody's following me. This is awesome.
I mean, normally Elrune led the way, but...
What?
Are you having fun, Garm?
No,
What the fuck are you doing, Garm?
there's no collision on this map.
Oh, fuck.
So I was just like walking back and forth between all the walls.
I hope you enjoyed seeing that stream.
As Karu cockily goes, "See, I made it so they can follow each other. You're
I
the
think that
fucking
might have
dynamic
broken
lighting."
Did that break it, or is
No, it was
working
broken
still?
before that.
Okay.
It was never
What?
working. I tried that first.
She fixed it.
Did she?
It's done. Yes.
Oh!
Okay.
Hey, follow me. Oh, she fixed the wall.
I told you that.
Rip.
Hmm.
Does it keep the same...
This
I did.
What?
Ah, I see someone.
I did.
I saw some. Romap. Okay, fuck this shit. I don't want to be following Romap if he's not gonna fucking pay attention.
All right, guys. In character, you're all going through dark place with light
Yeah, let's
and
just.
come upon a lot of different places you can go.
I'd like to go north. That historically goes well for us.
I would like to use my dancing lights to make something shaped like Tethrin.
A
Man,
glowing Tethrin is following you now.
you know, historically this isn't actually that different from a lot of our experiences with Teflon, considering the amount of times that he just spends invisible and not helping in fights.
Hey.
Yep.
You know I'm right.
So I'd like to have my sanity back. I would like to have glowing Tethrin go to the next intersection.
Okay.
Remy just leans towards Omitrin's like, what are you doing?
For what purpose?
By the way,
Someday I will upgrade to Windows 10 and you guys will see those emotes on stream. Emoji.
Oh my God.
Sorry.
This is. No, I don't want to
So,
do that.
so show your character is his
Yeah.
his darkness has been, you know, shattered.
Oh, I know. As soon as I saw that, I was like, well, I guess that's done.
lit Tethrin is just gonna go.
Can I just say, Remy hasn't had bad issues with Drow. Omitra and Relmevic, on the other hand.
Oh, well, I've got my hood up, for one, and my clothing is not very drow-ish.
Okay, what do you
No.
look like?
It's just purple and black. Totally not drow.
Purple and
Mhm.
gray, thank you.
Oh, yes, much better.
wow, that
Show-
changes everything.
So what you're telling me is that instead of being a drow, you're merely a ominous dark figure in a hood in a cave. Yes, we have no reason to be scared. I
In
would like
7th level of the Mad Mage dungeon.
to pull out Tearlie and my shield.
Okay.
Yeah, Remy has her quarterstaff in front of her.
You all take out your weapons as you watch this figure in a rather heavy purple cloak with a hood that is up,
Yes.
dark clothing.
Uh-huh. So, have either of the other two party members who were here before seen Nadir, just out of curiosity, when they were on the surface last?
Was Omitra with Elrune when Elrune
They-
took what's his name, the
Friendo.
drow to...
No.
No? Okay, then no.
Okay. All right, well, I'm just going to very
Your
deliberate...
character, however, show would recognize
Uh-huh.
Omitra and
Yes.
Rum.
Yeah, well,
Who wouldn't recognize me?
I'm just going to very, very obviously stow my bow, reach up and pull back my hood. Yes, if I really wanted to hurt you, I would have done so a while ago.
Don't come any closer.
Who are you?
What they said.
My name is Nadir, and I've actually been looking for you.
Oh yes, I feel much safer now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds concerning. Just gonna say, if you're gonna open up on a statement, talking to people and being like, hi, you don't want to be like, I've been looking for you. I'm on the 7th level of this hellscape dungeon. Just saying.
Did Triss Alvrindar send you?
Ugh, that
Who's
bitch.
that?
No,
Long
I
story.
tend to stay away from Trissa and her ilk.
Wait,
unless it's
does he have
to ruin
wavy
their
hair?
day. I do not. It's slicked back.
So it
Mm,
obviously
so-
has.
Sure.
A little bit spiky. Karu, Imbiggen, thank you. He also has one purple eye and one gray eye.
And he's wearing short hair.
Yeah, unusual for a drow.
So, where's your keeper?
My keeper. I'm
Isn't
just
that
gonna
like
raise.
a male drow thing?
Oh,
Down here?
I haven't had one of those for close to 50 years. They're dead.
Well, would you like to talk to my keeper?
What? But you're.
Hi.
Huh. I bet that's not exactly what I was expecting. Hello. Again.
What are you expecting? I'm kind of insulted now, and I don't even know you. Should I be attacking him?
I'm not
Oh,
sure
no.
yet. What is your business with us?
Well, I have a bit of a quest myself, and I was told to make an offer to you, ask for your assistance, and I'm authorized to pay you. I'm
Oh,
looking.
what would you like help with?
How much?
I'm look.
Who do you
Karu,
work
I
for?
was actually.
We all ask a different question at the same time.
Yes.
Priorities, people.
Yeah. One moment. I have to actually check something really quickly. Karu, what was the name of the group that he's a part of? I forget.
Oh my god.
Hey, listen! I had it in my character sheet, but it's gone now.
Is it the spiders from Mars?
No, it's not.
Or something like that. I'll look up the correct spelling of it.
I'm a member of the Bregan Darth. Darth?
Darth.
I'm a.
Oh, hey, I actually got it right.
Oh, good. We're a
No.
group of.
Oh.
Mhm.
Also, somebody type this.
Got it almost right.
Is that another drow house or?
No, well.
Surface drow.
Oh, good.
Yes, actually, one of your own,
Oh.
a Miss Elrin, helped free a drow recently. I was her contact.
Miss
Elrune.
Elrune.
Yeah, well, pardon me. At any rate, I've been.
She was my last keeper.
Oh.
Anyway,
I think he means babysitter.
Yes, that would also make
Yeah.
sense. And I'm going to give a weird stare, like, but aren't you younger than? Regardless, my my guild has been. My guild has authorized me to pay you 200 gold each to help me find an artifact taken by a party of dwarves that went into Undermountain about a year ago.
Is it an Ankh?
It is in fact not an Ankh. It's a slightly known emerald called the Eye of the Spider.
What?
Okay, that's a weird name. But I want to just confirm. The 200 gold each. Do you have that in writing? I need that in writing.
I don't think male drow can write.
That's racist. Don't say that. I mean, it's probably true.
You
but
know,
still.
it's still not too late for me to shoot you.
The feeling is
saying.
mutual.
Well,
Just saying.
Just whoa, wait. There's gold involved now. How? Okay, writing here.
I do have written authorization. And I'm going to pull out a letter.
Can I please see it? Just for a moment. I want to confirm.
What language is this written in as I see it being passed over?
Common.
Yeah, it's common.
Oh, thank the gods.
I wouldn't have been so obnoxious as to have it written in Undercommon or something like that. Maybe Dwarvish if I wanted to be obtuse.
Yes, but I thought you were
would be able
Elrond's
to read
common.
that.
I thought you were Elrond's contact, though.
I was her contact within the Brotherhood.
And you're not that obnoxious. There's a catch here.
That's why I'm looking at this. I'm just putting dots in common. It's the only language I know. So there's that.
What?
She's just gonna look.
Okay, you take a look at the letter. It mentions giving 200 gold to each of Elrune's party members in exchange for help in recovering the what was it called? Eye of the Spider jewel.
Eye of the Spider.
Do we recognize
It
that
looks
name?
legit to me, right?
It is signed by someone high up in the Brigand Earth, and it does seem to be legitimate, yes, as far as you can tell.
Who
Okay.
signed it?
Brigand Earth
Who
himself.
signed it? As she
Definitely
felt.
not Jarlaxle.
Also, have we heard of the Eye of the Spider? And if so, what have we heard about it?
You would have only possibly heard of it if you lived in Waterdeep for a pretty long time, aka more than a year, because this
Okay.
was stolen a year ago.
Okay.
So I think the only one
Hi.
that could actually roll is
Is the Sweet Summer Child? Yes.
the Sweet Summer
Yes.
Child.
What do I have to roll for that? History?
Yes, history.
12.
Maybe if you learned another fucking language.
Also, I'm so happy at the face you made, Pi, when she said that.
Hey, bye.
Oh, I know what brand that is. Those are so good.
Right.
Okay, just because this is going to be really hilarious if anyone who knows about like Forgotten Realms is going to freak out, but anyone else is just going to be like, "Oh yeah, that's a drow name." It is
I swear to God.
Signed by Akhafta.
Okay, I don't recognize that name.
We have fulfilled
No,
our
you don't.
requisite 10 seconds of awkward silence as we remember that none of us are actually familiar with the Forgotten Realms.
That's fine. I just picked it for the name, not for the actual character it's based off of.
Man, that's what happened with Realtar, and turns out I picked out one of the higher houses for the last name.
Who knew?
This is what I get for picking for aesthetics for my last character.
Yeah.
Both the benefit and disadvantage to playing in an established setting is that there is a bunch of shit none of us know.
Yeah, it's true. If just so you guys know where this name comes from, apparently he was a drow soldier who tried to kill Driss Duerden and was killed by Driss.
I recognize that name.
Yeah.
I don't.
Driss is the first drow male to basically make it to the surface. He's like the epitome of of special snowflake drow.
Yeah, he has a pair of twin scimitars named like Ice Shit and Fuckweasel or something.
Oh, you almost got a spit. Damn it! So close to full spit take. So very close to spit take. Oh my god. Look how red her face is going.
She's so red right now.
That's great.
Okay, first of all, I'd like to comment that's how red Garm's face was after he face planted into his desk. So now we're just gonna go through the rest of us.
Anyways, Remy is gonna nod and hand back the shield and is like, okay, that looks legit.
Excellent.
I can't wait for you to clip that, Garm.
But I mean, I am kind of just here following and babysitting, so it's up to these two. But I'm fine with this. It looks legit, and we'll get gold out of it. So I'm not complaining. That's a lot of gold.
I looked up the actual names.
What are they?
Icing Death and Twinkle.
What?
I'm pretty sure. Okay, Icing Death is a Grimdark MLPOC, and
Yes.
Twinkle is just an MLPOC. My original character, Twinkle, do not steal. I am
I
about...
like the band that says Ishin and Fuckweasel.
I am a little bit sorry to anybody who is watching this expecting us to be very serious about the lore of the Forgotten Realms. I appreciate your interest in the Forgotten Realms. Unfortunately, and us, we are very appreciative, but unfortunately, we do not share it. And if you're looking...
I barely know like the lore about Dristerdin, but I do know what surrounds it, and it basically is the reason why most DMs say no to Drow PCs, because everyone in regular groups that make Drow make them based off of that character, and apparently it's very edgelordy.
I mean, back in the 90s at least, like it was a meme.
But I mean,
some extent.
in this day and age, it seems like Drow are the same as Tiefling, where everyone who makes a Drow or a Tiefling is just flamboyant and probably gay.
Yes, and that can get very obnoxious if you've been in like 5 successive campaigns with that exact character.
I mean,
Not
Okay,
that...
I'd like to point out my first character was this, and nobody told me about this stereotype.
I didn't.
Nor
I
had I
wasn't aware
played
of it.
anything beforehand.
I didn't know. I didn't know
You were
either. at
playing
the
with a
time.
bunch of people who had no idea about Forgotten Realms lore,
Yeah.
so
And how did we still end up with one?
I mean, yeah. Not there's anything... I mean, it's one of those things that, like, every individual instance is fine. It's just...
yeah.
some... I mean,
It's
not
a
every...
trend.
Not every instance is fine. There are some campaigns where that's actually terrible. Sorry,
It's
Zio.
fine to have something based on something else, but you have to build from that and make your own individual character with their own shit.
Uh-huh.
Real Tar might have been like that, but he was also an extremely fun character. And
Yeah.
funny as shit.
Yeah, you should just randomize your character and then get fucked over by the DM like me.
I do appreciate the fact that most of Pie's characters start dark and edgy and then get increasingly silly as time goes on. Because I had to listen to the first episode of... We're getting off topic here, but last
Yes,
thing.
we are.
I was listening to the first episode of Legend of Hyrule, which is now
Oh
up in
God, Lord, I am so
podcast
sorry.
form, and holy shit, Edgelord Mavar was great.
I am also sorry.
Dark, deep voice, mysterious cowl sitting in the corner and speaking to only his lantern. It was great.
Oh, and now there
And
goes
meanwhile-
Pie's
meanwhile
face
now-
red.
And now Mavar is, well, the
Sock
sparkly
opera.
emote.
Mavar just
Oh
needed
my-
time to open up.
Oh my god.
Dargo, on the other hand, has been exactly the same the entire time.
But we
Yeah.
love him
Oh
for
yes.
it.
The very
mean,
first
Tika
time he
has
spoke as
been
Dargo
too.
was like,
Oh, hey guys!
basically.
My accent shifts wildly from episode to episode. Sometimes it's Minnesota, sometimes it sounds like I'm from the Bronx. Oh, it sounds
Anyways,
weird.
moving on.
Moving
Yeah.
on,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh god.
So you're actually
I'm sorry, Pie. We should be serious for a moment.
let's get back to the current game.
I'm fucking crying.
Oh man.
Okay. No, serious. You are in a dreary tunnel. This is like a terrible map. I don't know who made it. It's really boring.
This is one of yours, isn't it?
Yes.
I was gonna say, I bet it is.
Oh, I know,
Yeah.
that's why I squinted right up.
Right, there's a mysterious stranger from possibly a group that likes trying to murder us, and he's being ominous and weird at us.
hmm
I
He
stopped
did say
that, though.
he knows Elrune, and apparently that's why he was looking for Elrune's group,
Yep.
which
That
Look,
doesn't help with how obsessed Triss has been with Elrond, just gonna say.
also, I gotta be honest, I know Elrune is not really something that puts me at ease.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
It's
That's
right
fine.
up there with I know Tethrin.
Hey.
I think that's worse. Let's be real here. Like, if it was between I know Omitra, I know Tethrin, and I know Elrune, which would you find at least possibly not gonna, fuck you over immediately?
Omitra.
No, it's probably
Yes, but you'd
Elrune.
want to punch them in the face first.
Yes.
Anyways,
So, how do we have him prove he knows Elrune though, and like isn't out to shink?
Well, for starters, he knows Elrune's name. That's a big one.
Well,
I mean, I have a possible suggestion, but it would take some time.
what's that?
We let him travel with us for now, see what he can do. Once I'm able to pray to my goddess, I can get Zone of Truth, and then we can ask him, and he can lie to us about the whole, hey, I've been sent here, hey, I'm not going to stab you in the back, and hey, I'm not a piece of shit, and I'm actually going to pay you the money that it says on that paper.
Out of character,
I feel like. Go ahead.
Out of character, I have a way stupider and simpler way of checking.
Oh?
I would like to turn to Nadir and ask, so how can you prove to us that you know Elrune Ovrindar?
You're right, that was way stupider. Remy, I feel like you may want to be paid. Are you not being paid enough to babysit me? Because you really should have asked for more, first of all.
I mean, I've already realized I should have asked for more. Remy's just, she looked at Romevic and gave him a look of, excuse me, what last name did you use for Elrune?
I would like to elbow Remy in the stomach.
Okay. Nadir, what's your
Wait,
reaction to this?
I'm sorry. What name did he use?
I said Elrune Ovrindar.
I can spell it out for you if you'd like.
No. That's. Oh.
I know Undercommon, unlike some people.
That's unfortunate.
Languages are difficult.
That's unfortunate, but the name I was given was Zenishe.
Alright, good enough.
Yeah, don't tell Elrune, because she'll probably kill him.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so enjoying Zeal's reaction here.
That's. Now I need to read.
What was with that fake name you gave? That was a weird name.
No, she was originally of House Avendar.
I was going to be way more stealthy about that.
Oh, that's... Oh, that... Oh. Well...
I don't know anything about that. Anyways,
I would just like to recommend that if you come across any other of the Briganders, not to mention that name in connection with Elrune.
Oh, we're pretty sure since the guy that Elrune dropped off was from there.
Yes, well...
Anyway, you
so
have
how long have you been down here?
Which time?
And don't you need a light?
No, I am perfectly content in dim and dark conditions. I can actually see better than most.
Okay, Angstlord, you can hang out with him in the back.
What? I mean, I'm probably going to be in the back most of the time, but that's not necessarily... whatever. I'm already sort of regretting this.
So, how do we reach you when we find the spider's eye?
Well,
I think he's gonna be traveling with us.
That's correct.
Oh, God.
So, what does the spider's eye look like? How big is it? How many facets? Is it very shiny? Would it fit in the cloak?
I gave you the description.
Yeah, you gave me a description of it.
How about you give us that?
What is that response?
I have to find where that description is.
Yes, you did give me it, and I should know it and have it on hand for this predictable line of questioning.
And I'm totally not buying time as I scroll madly to find where you gave me the description that you obviously gave me.
What you're telling me is this was a Garm excuse.
It's a spherical gemstone, roughly 3 inches in diameter, with a small imperfection in its core shaped vaguely like a spider. And just so we're clear, it is not magic and it doesn't have any magical properties. It's just a normal emerald.
So why do you want the The
Why
green
is
ball?
it so important?
Because a dwarf asked me to get it.
Ah, okay. Do you know where it is? Like what level?
I, unfortunately, was not given any more information than this.
Well, that's fucking useless.
Yes,
Oh, don't worry. We've been asking for many, many levels. Have you seen an Ankh? So we can just go Ankh eyeball.
hey Karu, I haven't, have I? In my travels up and down and up and down.
So far, you were given this quest recently, but you haven't heard of it yet. You haven't found any hints. You do have vague ideas as to who might be interested in a emerald with the
Oh,
thing
I
that
know.
looks like a spider.
I have a very good idea of who might be interested in it, which is probably the other reason that I took this quest. But that's not what I was asking. I was asking if I had heard any
Yeah,
whispers of an
no.
Ankh. Okay.
So do you have any idea where we would start with your emerald? Otherwise, we're just going to explore this floor and then continue down.
Karu. One more time. Is it the 8th floor that starts the annoying areas, or is it the 10th? Or is it
10th.
both? It's quite possible it might have found its way onto the 10th floor, but
Oh,
I can't
good.
say for sure.
Oh, great.
What? What's wrong with the 10th floor?
More drow.
Lots of drow.
Yes,
Oh.
that would be. Did the vaguely spider motif not give a hint of who might be interested in it?
Things other than drow experience spiders.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it's used to get rid of spiders, and it's like absorbs the spiders into the gem. I don't know.
It's not magical, unfortunately. I probably would not give it back if it had that property.
Are you okay, Omitra? You're making faces at me. By the way, Omitra, how
In Goblin.
old are you?
In Goblin, I'm just going to go, why do they have an idiot babysitting me?
Hey,
I mean-
hey, Omitra, how old are you?
Uh-oh.
Older than you, sweet summer child.
Why do you keep calling me that?
Because you look like you've gotten too much sun.
Ooh, that's
Okay,
not
that's
good.
vaguely racist. Also, she's pale as fuck. That's like illustrious levels of pale, just on the token.
Yeah, she's pretty pale.
Yeah, I'm gonna look between Remy and Ralmovic, and then back again. Huh.
Also, I'll mention this to show, and actually, Karu, do you want to show Remy's token? Because I think there's one feature that people missed, and I just want to point it out because I find it amusing as fuck. Remy's pupils, that's not a design choice. That's actually how they look.
Huh.
Yeah, I kind of missed that because I didn't know if that was just an image thing or not. Yeah,
Nope.
she has white instead of black in the center of her eyes.
What? Can I?
Can I?
What the fuck?
Are you?
Yeah.
Is she fucking blind?
No.
No. Can I try and figure out if I recognize that as a feature
Yes,
from a different, of a non-humanoid race or a non-human race?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, what bullshit was she dabbling in?
I mean,
Give me an Arcana check.
oh, I'm not even trained in this. Oh, that was
15, Fungeon Master.
That was GM rolled, but 17.
Hey,
I
other
think
eyeball man. What about you?
Sorry, what am I doing?
Rolling Arcana, eyeball
Okay.
man.
Sorry, I was busy thinking about riders.
Ew.
Actually, Garm, in your case,
Nope.
Make it a religion check.
Oh
Huh.
no.
Sure, I can give you religion. It's worse than my
Oh.
Arcana, but there you go.
But the roll was better.
But you rolled an 18 instead of a 12.
I got what the kids call an 18.
Okay. Omitra and Nadir, looking closer at this child with the weird eyes, it's like, that's not normal. There is definitely some kind of magic afoot. You're not quite sure what would make someone's eyes like that.
But hey, she's a cleric.
But she's a cleric, so maybe it's her divine link to her divine goddess? Can't remember. What
Goddess.
goddess.
Goddess of magic.
Right. Maybe that's why, the whole magic-y thing made her eyes change. Romlevic, you've heard of certain people who have, not necessarily, it's not always the same thing, but like certain like heavenly features, and they're like kind of referred to as like godchildren because they seem to have some kind of divine aspect when they're born. Her eyes seem to kind of give you that same vibe.
So they're not cataracts.
No.
No.
Well, that's a whole fucking thing I'm just not gonna bother explaining to the rest of my party.
So, which way are we going? I'm kind of following you guys.
Hey, Karu. So I came from this direction, right?
Yes.
And that direction led to. Yeah, we're
The
not.
way up.
Yeah, I would not recommend going that way. And point behind me. That was how I got down here, and it's gotten a bit weirder than the last time I used it. I'm a little concerned.
Where
All
did you
right.
come from?
The 5th floor.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, it wasn't winter the last time I was there. And I don't think it was winter for about. Since I have used that way, actually.
Function Master, what season is it?
We said it was autumn.
5th floor. Do you guys remember what's on the 5th floor?
I don't know.
Thank you, Pi, for your glorious reaction.
I'm sorry, it's what? On the 5th floor?
Winter.
Did
That's
you by
not
any
good.
chance see
I mean, I always knew that. I always knew.
dragon? Rawr.
Yeah, it was. Karu, I did, didn't I? When I was trying to avoid it entirely.
No, actually,
Oh.
you didn't. It was pretty quiet on the level.
No, I didn't actually. Although it was very difficult to see anything in that storm.
Okay.
We're still talking about a level on the dungeon, right?
Yes. Fun fact. Before this, every time I've gone there, it's just been a forest.
There's a
Yeah.
forest?
Yeah,
Yeah.
long story, let's not go there.
Yeah. There used to be a dragon, and then there was a sword in the dragon's head, and then there wasn't a sword in the dragon's head, and now the sword's just really bad at everything.
Can I roll insight to see if I can realize that these guys are to blame for what's going on that level?
You just see Remy
Roll
tilting
with
her head, very
advantage.
confused.
Could I?
I think you can tell
Yeah,
pretty
you win.
easily.
Well, isn't this interesting?
Did you guys
No
fuck
wonder
shit
you-
up?
No wonder you
Yes.
need a babysitter.
He's the one with the sword.
Anyway, so we're looking for your little spider ball, right?
Yes, and to get towards where we might need to go, it'd probably be best to go west. There's going to be a crater there, and we're going to go around it, west then south. Oh,
But you came
Kurt.
from west.
yeah, actually, Kara, we did come from west.
We both came from west.
I'm at east. I'm good
Oh,
at directions.
east. Okay.
East? So this
Uh,
way?
Yeah, It might be.
Maybe keep an eye out for traps so someone doesn't fall in them.
It might. Well, we'll talk more about that when we get closer. But there are giants on this level. Just a warning.
Giants?
I'd like to look up at the ceiling and then look back at Nadir quizzically. Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, why are the ceilings?
Okay, so depending on the passageway that Nadir came from, absolutely too small for a giant. It's like 5 feet wide and 8 feet tall. The wider passages are all about 20 feet tall.
I know how big a half giant is, but how big's a full giant?
About a bit less than 20 feet tall.
And
well,
as long as we avoid the caves that they make their homes in, though, this shouldn't be an issue.
that's good. They sound like people I. Alright.
What languages do they speak?
It's
Giant, for one.
Giant?
But what else?
Kuru, do they speak anything other than giant? Not like Nadir would actually really know, because he almost
I
definitely
hate how
avoids them every
everything
time.
that is a monster in this game just knows their own language, not common. Yes, they know common, but they are terrible at it. They know like 3 words in common.
Are
Yes.
we to
No.
take from that the Anglophones are monsters? Because they only speak their own language.
Anyway.
So who's gonna lead?
I mean, I suppose
You!
I was going to say.
No.
I suppose I could.
Okay, you lead the way.
Sounds acceptable.
Yep. Hey, Kuru, just a reminder, my passive perception is 22.
Oh, that's cute.
By the way,
Wow.
how magical is our new friend?
I have a bow and a short sword.
Are you talking about your magic eyes?
Yeah.
His bow is glowing and his bracers are glowing.
They're not bracers.
Gloves. His gloves are glowing.
Okay. Somewhere as we're going along here, I'd like to look over at Omitra and go,
M?
huh?
Being in the...
Ooh.
Ooh, something's going on.
Whoa. Let's
Hello?
switch
What was
servers
that?
Give it a
there.
moment to stabilize. We had a pretty massive ping.
Yeah, let's just
ping pong
it was
thing,
just a ping.
yes.
Yeah, that was
Oh,
roll back.
wow. That was 1621.
Alright, as we're going along, at some point I want to look over at Omitra and go, if the drow become driders, do elves do that too? Do they become like elfigers or something? Is that a thing?
Oh. That's Hikaru.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you said north for the caves that we should avoid.
Yeah. You're actually familiar with one that tends to go into the crater, which is why you go around the edge of the crater. He's not looking at anything other than the ground. I don't know if the others can see him yet.
Okay.
Yeah, they absolutely can't.
Alright, I don't know enough about elves to actually answer his question seriously.
No.
Isn't that what
Wait.
centaurs are?
No.
Yes, do humans merge with your goats?
You're thinking satyrs, but no.
Well, humans humans don't do the weird magical things.
Except when they do.
Squint at your eyeball. Unless gods
Don't
are
you use
involved,
magic?
correct?
Yeah. I would like to roll
Right.
to feel embarrassment. Oh no, wait,
So-
that's an automatic success.
So, Nadir, which way? You stop moving. Which way?
In which Nadir learns that Omitra might not be a tiefling.
So, we have to skirt around the crater. Be warned. Be warned. There is another. You know what? He's not likely to pay us any mind, but just be kind of quiet, maybe.
All right, babysitter. That means sneak.
I'll try and stealth. Sure.
Before
Are we
anybody
all-
starts, can I look at them to see how stealthy I think they can be?
Well, one of them is wearing heavy armor.
Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to make a little gesture.
medium armor, but
I'm just going to make a gesture, put my fingers to my lips, and then cast Pass Without a Trace.
nice.
Plus
Does that
10.
mean- Does that mean you cover?
30!
Wow.
The
Holy
fuck?
crap.
I will point out, despite having disadvantage, I am trained in stealth.
I can see that.
I have a shit stealth. I have to fix something. One moment.
Okay. Wow, 2 30s and a 23.
So one of the components for Pass Without a Trace is ashes. Did you just like smear ashes on your lips?
No. How did you get a plus? Oh, so you got a 19. Cool.
Look, as much shit as I give the one with disadvantage, I am absolute crap at stealth.
Yeah, I'm actually better at stealth than you are. I just have to roll a disadvantage. Holy
I mean, I'm
shit,
better at stealth than Realmevic.
I'm better than Romevic and Omitra. I just have to roll a disadvantage.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
we still got 25.
Yep.
That's our average.
Thanks to the dampening of the Pass Without a Trace magic, even Realmevic and Omitra's clumsy attempts at stealth do not alert anyone.
So,
Also, Remy turns to look at Omitra as they start stealthing and just sticks her tongue out at him.
and then south, yes. Down here, Crow.
Along the edge of the crater.
That is a large ass token.
Yeah.
Yes, as you guys make your way along the edge of this, it looks like a crater. It's, if I'm not mistaken, it's like 20 feet down.
What the hell
Let me
made
just
this?
roll down. Central cavern.
Hey.
This cavern has a domed ceiling and a bowl-shaped floor. You're going along a stone ledge at the edge of it. This place is huge, and you can and as you come into this cavern, which is probably the biggest open area you've seen since going to the 5th floor, you see one large 18-foot tall creature walking around the base of it. He doesn't seem to see even your light. It just he seems concentrated on looking around the ground, kind of like crouching down and like shifting on the ground like if he was searching for something. And then he just stands up, moves around a bit, and finds something interesting and starts doing that again. He seems pretty passive, just, minding his own business.
I've
don't
never
think he
seen anything in my entire life that looks less like my problem than that.
Mm-hmm. So, Crow, down here.
No. You keep going around the bowl.
Oh, okay.
But there's a giant X.
Because I don't know how much further we can go without actually getting into it.
That's true. Well, Nadir, you would know that you have two options here. You either climb down and climb up the other side, or go through the cavern to the south and possibly deal face to face with a giant.
Oh, yeah. So I'm gonna look at the rest and be like, oh, yeah, we're gonna have to climb down and climb back up because there's a bit of a hole there.
Thanks
Gap
for the
between the two.
warning.
Sorry, I forgot. I never really had to deal with it like that. And kind of as I say that, I'm gonna be like, take your time, and then I'm just going to very calmly walk down this side, just horizontally,
Okay.
because of my
You mean vertically?
slippers. Well, that's what I meant. Whatever. Because of my slippers.
Oh, I forgot you had magic slippers too.
I told you that.
Almighty Master of Dungeons, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Does yes, Fly? Does Fly make noise?
Does the spell have a verbal component?
It's in Tier Lie.
Oh, well, yes, it still has. If it has verbal component, you still have to use a verbal component to activate it. But I mean, you guys are talking. As long as you can whisper, it's fine. You don't have to like shout it.
That's
I
Uh,
use fly.
Yeah. For the rest of you, just so you understand what you're looking at, the ledges are 90 feet to the cavern floor.
oh, fuck that. I'm gonna fly.
Okay. You cast fly on yourself and get across.
You're
What?
not going to pick up the babysitter?
Alright, I'll pick up old lady Cataract and drag her across with me.
That's wrong on so many levels.
No, it's going to be only one level. We're not going down then up again.
Mm-hmm.
And just as new friendo walks down the cliff over and back up the cliff, I'm just gonna walk as if there's still land here.
Can we talk about Natir attempting to show off, like, oh yeah, I've got magic slippers, and just like cockily walking off down the side of it? We're just like, okay.
Okay, sure, take the long way. Bye.
I mean, he
Meanwhile,
could have just walked across the wall instead of going down
That's
and then
true.
up.
But whatever.
I'm just. Meanwhile, Remy got. How tall is Relmevic?
I think he's like 5.5 feet or something.
You realize Remy's taller than him, right? So this looks hilarious.
Yeah,
How
Can
tall
you
is Remy?
carry someone with fly?
it's a good question.
Remy is 6'2".
Also, of course, the drow has spider climb.
I mean,
You gain a fly speed of 60 feet for the duration.
Oh god, I guess I am concentrating on it.
You do have to
Uh.
concentrate.
why am I concentrating?
I would
on
say as long as you can carry
Oh.
Remy normally, you could probably carry her and fly.
Yeah, I'm ripped as shit from carrying goats all my life.
It's true.
Besides, if anything, it would just make your fly speed like 30, I guess.
Yep.
Well, this is embarrassing, but a lot more convenient. Thank you.
As you are crossing, Remy, you look out across and you do see something in the distance of your like ability to see.
Wait, really?
Just barely.
Huh.
In the crater?
Yeah.
In or above?
Is it that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's you barely got a glimpse of something hovering in the air somewhere at the very, very, very edge of your
Huh. Hey, Nadir, what's the floaty thing out there?
Oh, I'm gonna look at her and be like, "You can see that?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a little castle."
Wait, there's a castle?
Mhm.
That is so cool. Have you ever been in there?
Nope.
Oh, okay. That isn't as cool.
I've never had any reason to.
Do you want one?
But it's
No.
the floating castle.
Focus.
I am focusing on the floating castle.
Yeah, what she said.
I believe we were going somewhere else.
Yes.
I know, but floating castle.
Look,
So-
I'm not going to be carried bridal style here.
Yeah,
I'd like to sit
that's
down,
what I
Remy.
thought.
If
Yeah,
it's
Remy already jumped down. She's like,
if it's any consolation, I'm sure we'll end up there at some point.
Hey, Karu,
probably.
Mhm.
what's that?
What's what?
That?
That's another giant.
Oh, okay. Just
That's why you don't want to go that way.
yeah, that's why we don't. Okay, come on.
I'm coming. I was just taking a peek. I wasn't actually
I
going to
just
step forward.
double check something. Yeah. The rest of you actually do hear something from the south. You hear the sounds of someone chiseling away at the wall. You just hear like tink, tink. And those of you with dark sight can actually see a giant, like, apparently making like art on the wall with a chisel.
That would be really cool to see.
Oh, fresco work.
Basically, yeah.
Remy just keeps glancing at the castle because it's a floating fucking castle. That's so cool.
That's fair.
It really is. You come into this stone chamber, this larger cavern. The chamber itself has the looming hollowness of a cathedral. The walls have been sculpted into exquisite arches, buttresses, and draperies. Carvings of giant whorls and spirals cover the ceiling. There's also 3 dramatic crystal formations exploding from the floor, each one roughly 10 feet wide and 15 feet tall. There's broken shards of crystal littering the floor around them, which the map doesn't have because whoever made this map is a terrible mapper.
Gosh.
Just really lazy.
Yep,
Mhm.
so lazy.
Now would be a bad time to show your maps on Patreon, huh?
Yep.
She's gotten better.
Yes, this was one of Car's
She's
early
even
efforts.
making assets.
Car, can you do me
Those
a
are
quick
so
favor?
cool.
Sorry?
Can you do me a quick favor?
Sure.
You make me follow somebody, I have to take my meds and they require food, so I need to go.
Sure.
Alright, we'll be back in just a minute.
There.
Those are so cool.
No, that's
Wrong thing.
there we go. All right.
That is just really, really cool.
And yeah, as you guys even talk quietly, this place, like, it's like talking in a cathedral.
Really
It's
good
got this-
acoustics.
It's
Yeah.
got the same acoustics of a cathedral.
Remy wouldn't, but part of her is thinking, like, what if you yelled right now? How loud would it be? She's not going to, but she's thinking about it. You said there's pieces of crystal on the ground, though, right?
Correct.
Remy's just gonna bend down and pick up one of them. Because
I
they're really pretty. What does the... Karu.
I still see that
Car.
shit.
Karu. Karu,
Yeah.
that is not cool.
What did these sheet?
Talking about.
Oh no.
I'm back, did we die?
Not
No.
yet, but we might.
Okay.
Meanwhile,
No,
Remy's
but
just
something
back
went
picking up a
skittering.
crystal.
I'm just putting things down. Don't worry about it.
Mhm.
I'd also like a crystal.
Remy's just
you can grab
picking up
crystals.
different crystals, different sizes, and putting them in her bag after looking at them.
Hey,
Mhm.
hey, sword boy, what is this? Is it valuable?
What does Tyrell, think?
Tiralai thinks that this is not worth anything. These are growing crystals. He suspects the giants might actually use them as food, but don't really have any monetary value.
Depends how hungry you are, apparently.
Remy's gonna try taking a bite out of one she's just picked up.
It's not edible for you.
I would like to lick it.
It tastes like dirt.
They're still pretty. Puts in my bag.
I just go, and chuck it behind me.
I would like you to know that this is the most entertaining, 2 minutes Realmec has had in several weeks.
So, there are certain things that we need. Karu, so what is that?
Yes, yes,
Oh.
Funky Master.
Oh, yeah,
Nani the fuck?
it's all right. It's just a basilisk. It's
I'm sorry, a what?
a basilisk. It won't do any harm. It's been turned to stone.
It what?
Oh, okay. Remy's just gonna start following, maybe picking up another crystal or two as she goes.
Do we have to go that way? Yeah, that's what I thought.
You sure it's safe?
Yeah, you guys go into this next room, and what looks at first glance to be like a spiky rock formation in the middle of the cavern, it's a petrified basilisk. You also notice that the jagged spirals that are carved in the other room are also in this one, but the work here is not finished. Like, it's only half done.
I booped the snoot.
Why? Why is the basilisk petrified? What would petrify a basilisk?
Karu, would I know what would petrify the basilisk aside from a mirror?
You're pretty sure it was a mirror.
Yeah.
Omitra, also, there is a you have detect magic up, right? That's
Oh,
why you have
yes.
okay. Just checking. You notice an aura of conjuration magic emanating from within the basilisk's belly.
Do I know?
Yes.
You know what I have? That works great against rocks?
A pick?
A war pick.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. Do you want to war pick the belly?
No, I want war pick next to the belly so I don't break whatever's in the belly.
I mean, if it's magic, it'll be protected.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I'd like to war pick the belly.
Okay. You war pick the belly. It's stone. This is a pick. You break the belly open, and stone crumbles to the ground, as well as something shiny, and what looks like a stick.
Ooh,
And
what's
what looks
that?
like a what?
A stick.
Is there anything special about the stick?
It looks like a wand.
Oh, that's what the magical thing is?
Yes.
Oh,
That's
I
the
thought
wand.
you said the magical thing came out and also a stick.
Yeah.
I'm like,
No.
okay, why do I
The-
care?
The shiny thing, you pick it up, and it is a gold ring with set with moonstones.
That's so pretty.
Prestidigitation. Put it in the bag.
What'd you find? What'd you find?
I
How
found a
did you do
stick.
that? A stick? Ooh, a wand. Is it magic?
You said it was a ring with moons inset or moonstone?
It is a gold ring set with moonstones. And as far as the wand, I want to see if it actually has a picture anywhere. Okay, it just looks like a. Okay. Oh, it doesn't actually look like it's interesting. It looks like a long, thin metal rod, and then at the end of it, it has a small, almost tear-shaped piece of wood that looks like you would grab it from there.
Oh.
It looks like a conductor's baton.
Yes. I could have just said that, but I wanted to see if you guys got it from the description.
I spent how many years in orchestra? Staring at one stupid ass stick. Yes, I know what they look like.
I didn't, but I knew two of you at least
Hi.
had been in.
Yeah, I don't know
Years.
how far you sat back, but I was usually in the front couple rows.
Hi, I was a clarinet.
Yeah, I was in orchestra, which means the clarinets were way in the back.
Fair enough. I mean, I moved around a lot because I was B flat clarinet, then contralto clarinet, then bass clarinet. I moved around a lot.
I was gonna say,
Violin.
but you got what?
violin.
Fucking nerd.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, really, dude?
Yes.
I don't want to talk about
mean-
my experiences in band.
Mhm.
So all of you were in some kind of.
I preferred choir, personally.
Yeah,
I failed band.
I was in 1 year, and given my music teacher did a very big mistake with me because I was learning to do the what's it called, the
Flute.
Flute.
sideways flute thing, which is really hard to get any noise out of, and he made me do the bass.
Oh,
Oh.
You know,
Your
the
teacher
hardest
hated
notes to
you.
get out of that shit as my first song for band. So
Nice.
I shockingly I gave up after 6 months of trying to get low notes out of that fucking thing.
Yeah. I was in band for 5 years. I still can't read music. No, I actually can't read music pie. Even singing lessons before that, piano, years of choir after that, I cannot read sheet music.
I survived orchestra by learning to sight read really well.
I
Anyway.
learned by hearing. Like, that
So-
was how I learned.
Conjuration magic. What the fuck is conjuration?
Creation.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think of what my best guess for.
So, Amitra, do you have identify? Can you figure out what that does?
No.
Oh.
And we left him on the last floor.
Hey, Nadir, do you know identify?
Do I look like I know identify? That's what I thought. And then the dude's just gonna keep walking.
Do you really want me to answer that? Because you kind of dress like a mage. It's
You're
kinda
the one who's supposed to know magic.
Yeah,
Also,
but
how,
some magic.
how loud was that?
You guys have basically broken stealth by now, but also doesn't seem that you've like alerted anyone.
Like I said, as long as we don't encroach on their territory and their houses or cave homes, whatever, then they won't really care.
Okay.
Also, Omitra, I do know magic. Mishra gives me magic. It just, she hasn't given me identify. There's other magic I can do. Also, I can heal you, so
You're paid to heal me, so shut up.
As you continue down this cave, you notice that it is descending,
Yes.
going down deeper into the dungeon as you guys completely go through this level
what?
to the next level.
I'm sure we'll be back.
Maybe.
Is this the map that you made and you're like, my players are probably going to miss 90% of this?
No,
No,
actually.
that was level 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
So we get to do this again, I see.
No, we're going to level 8 now.
I know, but we're going to do this thing again where we skip most of the level and go to the next
Fair
one.
enough. I'm just gonna say, Elrond was like, "Hey, once you guys reach level 10, I'll join up again." We just went through level 7
Mm-hmm.
in an hour.
Look, that's because we spent like 6 on level 6. So on average, we're still doing fine.
Yeah, we
So,
didn't have
Karu,
to.
who
go-
made this map?
Oh, for the next few levels, these are mine. Unless you go past like the next 4 maps, then we'll be switching back to the other maps we've been using. Oh
Challenge
Sounds
accepted.
like a challenge.
my god.
I love my party.
You continue to descend, and I need to open the other handout. Give me a second.
mhm.
Whoa,
So,
whoa. Do I
Level loading.
what?
That face.
I like how I read every single part of level
Garb,
6,
you
7.
did it again.
It's
Also,
okay.
hi, Garb.
Oh,
Just
for
let
fuck's sake.
let the DM narrate.
Motherfucker, stay in. There's nothing to see on the other side. It's black.
like my soul?
All right. Well,
mean-
now you're stuck in that side.
I mean, we speedran the last level.
You
Yeah.
did
No wall
totally.
clipping.
I. I'd like to point out that I spent like 2 hours reading through every single room in level 7, and then you guys just completely skip everything because you had someone who knew the way down to level 8.
So who's submitting our run to GDQ?
That's you because you brought it up.
Shit.
We still wouldn't be able to. Our commentary took longer than the actual run would have been.
That's
Mhm.
true.
It's true.
And there wouldn't be time for donations,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
which you could do now. I
Yeah,
think
now's
there's
a great time for donations.
Or tomorrow.
Any time is good for donations.
Oh yeah,
we
thanks
also
for...
have
Sorry.
new merch in the shop. Halloween merch is up in the shop, so go check
It's
that
back
out.
again! Yay!
Also, thanks for resubbing, Cho.
No problem.
I didn't say it at the time.
As you descend, you notice that while it is still pretty much like rocky and soil, it starts feeling more humid. The humidity rises, and the lower you go, the farther you go into this, down this corridor, you realize the ground is getting a bit on the muddier side.
Hey, Nadir, we're not gonna have to swim, are we?
More importantly, apparently I forgot a thing
What?
that Relmevic and Omitra would know. So remember when we're all like, hey dude who lives in the mountain and knows secrets, where do we find the Ankh? And they're like, the Ankh is being carried by these people way down in the Crystal Labyrinth or whatever. And then we're like, hey dude that lives in the mountain that knows lots of secrets and shit, where do we find his mentor?
In a floating castle. Yes, I know. Remy doesn't know that, though.
That's great.
So remember how you were like, I bet we'll go back to the floating castle, don't you worry.
This is why
This was apparently party knowledge, which is why Relmevic and Omitra would have known it.
But Remy doesn't, so she just thought the
Neither
castle
does
looked
Nadir.
cool. And hey,
Show had to
Catherine isn't
remind
with
me
us.
though.
Yeah, this is probably about where both Relmevic and Omitra are just like, wait
a minute.
fucking...
What? What is it?
You remember when I said, I bet we'll have to go back to the floating castle at some point?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do.
So we may have received prophetic visions at some point telling us that our old acquaintance Tethrin's
Our identify slave.
our old acquaintance Tethrin's sorry, I got hit off track there because I coughed on mic and now I feel bad about it. Is in a castle, a floating castle, and yes.
I do want to clarify something. The floating castle hint was something that Tethrin had gotten elsewhere and had when he joined the party. When you guys asked in the heart of the mountain, the answer was he was in a maze.
Oh, great, never mind. Fuck all that shit then.
I mean, the maze might be in the castle. We don't know.
Yeah.
You
don't-
lied to me.
No, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So the newest information you know is that he's in some kind of maze. Where that maze is, you have no idea. The first information that Tethrin had in terms of possible location, or that not so much that, but he knew that the party had been looking for a floating castle.
Mm-hmm.
We will have to tell Tethrin about the floating castle.
Yeah, I mean, he isn't with you guys, so I mean, it's
Well, that and he could tell us who made it.
Oh God, that's actually pretty true.
What? That's what we. Hey, there's this weird thing. Hey, Tethrin, who made this? What's it for?
Oh.
Anyways, Nadir, have you been down in this level?
I've been.
Are we
Yeah,
gonna have
just
to
about.
swim?
Karu, we are not going to have to swim, correct? At least not at the moment.
Well, maybe. No, most you will get wet though.
No, but it is
I'm
going
too
get
beautiful to
increasingly
be
damp.
moist.
I mean, once we are out of water, I can dry myself off easy. That's not too bad because I'm magic. I just want to make sure we don't have to swim because, I mean, have you tried swimming in scale mail? It's not good, I think. Just letting you know.
I'm fine with swimming.
Yeah. That's because you can breathe underwater.
Wait, you can breathe
Can?
underwater?
That's what this magic cloak is for.
Oh, I thought you were some kind of weird human who could breathe underwater.
He is.
I mean, they're called casters, and they're not just humans.
They are weird.
No, I
though.
thought it was because he was some kind of weird human.
No, this cloak is not merely to look incredibly stylish.
That's what
That's-
mine is.
I'm a much more practical man than Elmitra.
Really? I thought that...
Also, Nadir, he follows an evil god of the sun, so I don't think his god would teach him how to breathe underwater.
He's not evil. Why
I
do you all...
really like the tone your voice just made. I am so done with this party.
So are you just standing there in the corridor talking, or just like actually
Walking.
moving around?
No,
Oh,
still
walking.
walking.
Nadir's leading.
Yes, I was kind of typing too, so you know.
It's not like the elevator dialogue in Mass Effect. Don't worry. That's just as we're going between the levels.
If you guys want to follow each other, just put yourselves in the order you want to walk in, and I can activate that.
They call me the back man.
No, see, it's really obnoxious that Nadir is leading the way because he's a backline.
Yeah,
well,
but
you're
he
the one
knows
that
this
knows.
area.
I know.
More importantly, I don't trust you.
Mm.
Well, that is true.
From here on out, it's just directionally south.
Okay, south we go.
Gosh, I wonder if there's any secret doorways.
Why would I care about those?
Because maybe it would be a shortcut.
I think if there was a shortcut, he'd know about it. Is my guess, at least. He's been down here quite a bit.
Also, Karu, what can I say that we might encounter down here?
Frogs, fireflies.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not bad.
Historically, frogs have been a mixed bag for us.
What's wrong with
No, they
frogs?
haven't.
They're
They're
little and
100%
cute.
bad.
Right, yes, one turned into a demon.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
I'm
Welcome to Undermountain. It happens.
A demon? You guys have seen a demon?
that's
We've
very
seen
good
like
for Undermountain,
5.
though. What?
5 demons?
Yeah,
But
I think
that-
you were wondering why I wasn't too impressed by the floating castle. There you go. Welcome to Undermountain.
I mean, we killed them all. Well, as much as they can be killed around here.
Ellery should have given me more warning so I could ask for more money.
That's
She
fair.
really should have, but
Hey,
I'm still
Karu.
getting paid pretty damn well for this.
Hmm.
So in this next area, how tall is the ceiling?
All right. Well, as you guys leave the tunnel area, you realize that the way forward is not there. You're at 20 feet above what looks to be marsh below you. So the water is 20 feet below the area where you're at right now. The walls and the floor of the tunnel are dripping with moisture at this point and humidity, and you can hear the buzzing of insects everywhere, and you're starting to feel the flies and mosquitoes probably.
I'm just going to raise my mask and my hood, and then I'm going to tie a bandana to try and cover as much of my face as I can.
You notice that there are the crumbling remains of a ramp below the precipice. There's also a slimy rope ladder that has been anchored with spikes to the western edge.
I would like to regret wasting fly.
Has it been? Oh yeah, it has definitely been 10 minutes.
Oh, yes. The ceiling of this area beyond is 30 feet high, so you're like 10 feet above the 10 feet below the ceiling at your point, but then you have 20 feet down to the
Mhm.
water area.
And it
So-
still goes further south. Yes. This way.
Yeah. The light that you're seeing in this cavern is an eerie dim light coming from a bunch of fireflies that fly over strange fungal plants that sprout from the swamp.
Cool.
So, Nadir, how deep is that water?
Karu, how deep is that water?
From your treks around this area, it's usually around. It can be a few inches to several feet in depth over a layer of thick mud. So it's muddy ground and the depth changes from place to place.
Yep. It sucks. I'm going to elaborate and relay what you
Right.
said. I generally just take the wall.
That's nice.
Sorry, I'm not used to party work.
Remy is so tempted just to push you down into the water right now. She's not going to do it, but she has that moment of, I could. I would enjoy it, but I'm not going to. I
Do I
really
see a
want to.
boat anywhere or anything that's floating?
No.
Which way are we going?
South?
Great. I'd like to fly. I can apparently that's only 2 charges.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you gonna bridal style carry the clinky one?
Remy?
It's really tempting not to.
Were you going to say something, Sue?
I'm just gonna fly over to the south, and I'm sure absolutely nothing is waiting to go eat my face.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take out my bow just in case.
Okay. You start flying.
Whoa, I didn't mean to go that far.
It's like, wow, you're flying fast.
Wow, you went out of my line of sight, which is surprising.
You start flying south. You notice that there's a couple of ways to keep going south, and what looks to be a cave to the west.
I'm gonna take a little peek-see down the south of this one.
Okay. You notice that there's a 20-foot high dry ledge, similar to the one that you just left. The rest is a cavern filled with vegetation and ankle-deep mud. It looks like there's like luminescent fern-like plants that sprout from the mud, filling this area with dim light.
Neat.
Give me a perception. Oh wait, do you have any light on? Oh, because there's dim light in this area, right? Okay,
Yes.
never mind. Give me a perception check with disadvantage because dim light.
It's a luminescent fungi, Karu.
Yeah, the luminescent
Crap.
fungi are producing dim light.
17.
17. Okay. There's something on the ledge itself. It looks like blood.
I would like to examine the blood. Tell me about
Okay.
the blood.
You go to the ledge, and you notice that the ledge wall is stained with blood, and directly below the stain on the like ground, so not on the top of the ledge, but below the ledge. You notice that there's a severed leg wearing a sturdy boot sticking up out of the mud.
Huh. I go back and just when you say severed, what kind of cut are we talking about here? Is it like ripped? Is it a nice clean thing? Is it like
You also notice that the blood seems to be dripping from above the ledge.
I'd like to fly up and look above the ledge.
Okay. You go up to the top of the ledge and notice that the rest of the body is there.
That tracks.
And what looks like a campsite.
Are there people in the campsite?
Just the corpse.
I'm gonna go. What kind of person is this? Does he have like a Xanathar
dwarf.
mark? A dwarf. I'd like to dig through his pockets for loose change.
Actually,
and
to be
By
specific,
the way,
a Dorgar.
before you actually got over there, like when you were still looking around, you did get the message from Omitra, since I know you can't really read chat. Get back
Oh.
here, you wanker! Carry my babysitter!
Meanwhile, said babysitter is climbing down the side of the cliff because, hey, if she has to go through the water, she better start getting down in case shit
Yeah.
happens.
yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
I'll
Pretty sure
fly.
the ladder's done this way.
Yeah, well, she'd basically go down the ladder or try to.
I'll
Okay.
fly back and grab Ram and pass on the fact that I found a dwarf body.
By the
Dwarf
time you
already?
get back, she's gonna be in the water.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
So you use the ladder?
I'm gonna try at least.
Oh,
Okay. You take the ladder. It is slimy to the touch. Can you give me a Constitution save?
Okay. 20.
Wow. Okay. Well, it's disgusting, but you're like, I can just clean this off afterwards, and you make
Yes.
it to the bottom.
And then immediately prestidigitation it all off because ew, 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 ew. And now I just start walking in the water because, of course, I'm in the water. Of course, I'm stuck in the water.
Yeah. So the rest of the party is probably like halfway to where Ralmevik is, who has been distracted because bought when he comes back.
that.
She's walking in water. She's gonna splash.
Yes.
I'm gonna just fly over and be like, do you want a hand?
You know, I'm already in the water. At this point, maybe if I need to get up somewhere, thank you for the offer, but I'm already wet.
Alright, well, I found a corpse over there. Just thought you should know.
I'm not going to be able to fix that.
I mean, that's fair.
The foot.
Unless you pay me a lot.
Yeah, the body's 20 feet high up. The leg is on your level, so if you want some free boots, maybe they'll fit.
Was it cut off or bitten off?
I don't know, the DM never told me. Car, was it cut off or bitten off?
Definitely not cut off.
Okay, so it's not a clean cut. Cut or
It's not a
ripped.
clean cut.
Then,
Horrifying.
welcome
I
down the
can take a
round.
look when I get over there. Maybe I can figure out a bit more.
Splore.
I mean, yes. Splash, 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 splash.
No, you gotta have the sucking sounds as you pull it up out of the mud.
Ugh.
I mean, yeah. So where's this?
Yeah, that's what I thought was coming. By the way, I am up about like 20 feet on the wall.
Okay.
This is going to
So
be the
who all-
awkwardest combat in history.
Who all was on the bottom level?
Hi.
Oh no!
Everyone else can either fly or walk on walls. So yeah, hi. I'm
Well,
the
yeah.
only one on the ground.
Oh, Omitra was still at the level that they had walked off the cliff, right? So 20 feet
Why?
up,
Yeah.
because that's how your boots work. Okay.
Oh,
It's actually not.
it's not.
No?
No, I just get a
Oh,
fly
you
speed.
just get fly. Oh, okay. What
You're
was I
thinking of Levitate, which Elrune had.
Oh, right.
Which
Elrune
is
did that.
start wherever you started.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay.
I probably
so-
was like, hey, maybe I should go closer to my baby. Maybe I shouldn't get splashed. I'm gonna go back up.
All right. Well, luckily for Remy, your passive perception alerts you to the fact that there are some plant life here that may be alive, and you do not get taken by surprise. So why don't we all roll initiative?
What? That was
So now's a good time for me to ask: have we slept since the last combat?
Yes.
Yeah,
we haven't
were
had
in
any
Starport.
combat. Yeah. Because we didn't have any combat on level 6.
Stellar, thank you.
Yeah.
So unless you use spells outside of combat, you should be up.
Hold on a second. You were injured because of that trap you set off. That's why
Oh.
you were not at full health. You
Oh,
were
yeah, you
close to full because
why did you, Con?
it's fine.
Because
His spell was
fixed the damage.
yeah.
Right.
You can put a fly bag on.
Oh, yeah. Right, because that's actually going to be important because I'm flying.
You are
Yeah.
indeed flying. You probably have a good couple minutes left still. It's only been like 2 minutes since you cast it. All right,
Right.
so Romevic, you land there to continue investigating the body when you hear Remy make a noise and the sounds of bushes moving from below catches your attention.
Alright, I would like to move to here and then cast Scorching Ray. I'm going to focus them all on this one here, the very top one.
Okay.
2, I think. Believe.
3.
3. Miss. 26. 9.
26 is the only one that hits.
Alright. So that does 4. That does 9 damage. My thunder is still turned on because the boomer blade.
Okay.
Yeah.
The one ray that hits the mound seems to not quite make it set on fire because of the humidity. It absorbs some of the damage.
Does anybody have dehumidifier?
So the fire didn't hurt it very much, despite it being plant.
Nope.
Okay,
It
good to
actually
know.
seemed resistant to it.
Alright. That's my turn.
Okay, Remy doesn't like this, but at the same time, hey, she can take a hit or two, right? She's gonna see how wise these things are.
Okay. Let's see how wise they are. I rolled a 19.
Seriously? So no damage to it, apparently. She's like, well, fuck. There's really nothing else she can do right now, is there? There's 3 of these. Can I? Oh, it actually is. You know what? Considering there's 3 of these, and she doesn't know how much these guys are going to be in melee, considering flying and can pew pew with magic and arrows, she is going to cast spiritual weapon as a bonus action. And she is going to put it right here.
Okay. I forgot
Is
to
there
move spiritual weapon. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
What game do we have spiritual weapon in?
I have no idea.
Curse of Strahd.
That's true.
Where is Curse of Strahd? At the beginning, because C is at the beginning of.
Also, I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yes.
Okay, so it's going to attack the one that Remy was already aiming for. So 7 damage to it as it swish swish cuts.
7 force damage, huh?
And that's what spiritual weapon does.
Yep.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. All right, it's in the templates.
Thank you.
All right. Also, we now have a spiritual weapon token.
Yay! And
Excellent.
that's all I can do.
All right. So what does your spiritual weapon look like?
I was gonna try and figure out what that was. The problem is she uses a quarterstaff, so at least this time I'm gonna say her spiritual weapon actually does look like similar to her quarterstaff with like really intricate designs to it, and it just
Mhm.
kind of goes whack.
Okay. You whack the shambling mound.
Yep.
All right, Nadir.
All right. So just before I forget, I'd like to say since this is my first turn in combat, I get that thing. So I get 3 attacks instead of 2. And I guess I'm just going to start shooting. So 1,
That hits.
okay, for 18. 2. I'm guessing a
That
25 also hits.
yeah.
For 20.
You are going for the first one, right?
Yeah, I'm going for whichever one everybody else is going for. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And then last one is actually this thing, isn't it? Yep. Last one is gonna miss.
Yep.
Sharpshooter. It's why I only have a +6 to attack, in spite of other ridiculous stuff.
All right. Anything else?
That is actually all I can do, so I'm just gonna scoot. And this is 20 feet up, right?
Correct.
You know what? I saw. He said the rest of the corpse was up there, right?
Correct.
So I'm just gonna stay on the wall.
Fair enough. All right. Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
Are you gonna pass?
Uh,
All righty. So we're about to find out how tanky Remy is. Can this thing move? Yes, it actually can.
It shambles, yes.
It shambles. It absolutely can shamble. Luckily, that means the other one is not going to be able to reach you. Alrighty.
Actually, the other one's still adjacent to Remy.
No, I mean the
There's a
third.
Oh, the
third.
third. The third, yes.
Can it
Alright.
step on the spiritual weapon?
That's a good question.
Let me just.
A spiritual weapon is an odd one.
I don't actually know, and it doesn't say in the description.
I'm quickly Googling it. Because I know it doesn't provide flanking. Does not. It does not occupy its space the way a creature would, according to Jeremy Crawford. So it actually can move there. It's a more of a spectral image. It's not actually physical, which is why it also doesn't give. It also can't be attacked, so it makes sense that you can just move through it. So that was a 22
That hits.
and a 26.
Seriously, what the fuck, Karu?
You're on level. You know, you guys went down a lot. Very fast.
That is true. Oh fuck. How underleveled are we for this level?
I
Karu?
wonder. So that's going to be 10 bludgeoning on the first attack and 15 on the second.
Ouch.
and you are grappled. Oh, I see what happens. Okay, so the both slams hit, and the rest of you see like the mound's tree limbs, things, vines just wrap around her and pull her inside.
What?
And she
Do
just
not like-
disappears from view. You are blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe.
I told you to go get the babysitter.
I remember these bastards. We fought one in Warriors of Sahanine.
I know.
I've never fought one either.
All right. Oh,
Well,
Mitra.
fuck. All right then. Which one ate my babysitter?
The one closest to Relmavik.
Alrighty, great. Fuck. Well, there goes my plan because I was gonna try and electrocute it, but I probably shouldn't do that with medicine in the middle. So, God damn it! All right. Let's go turn my boots on again. Four. This'll go great. Sure. I'm the one who needs to be babysat. Yeah, totally. Now I have to save somebody's ass. I'm going to be using green flame.
Oh,
Does a
nice.
21 hit?
Yes.
So it does 10 piercing and 3 fire to the one that ate my babysitter, which seems like a really bad B movie,
Mm-hmm.
and 12 fire to the one next to it.
Okay. So the fire doesn't seem to do quite as much damage as you'd hope, but still takes some.
And let's see here. I'd like to use Quicken Spell because as I sit next to this seems like a very bad idea on my part.
That's fair.
And I'd like to use Mirror Image.
Okie doke. It can't attack the one that it wanted to because it is now engulfed. Let's squeeze. Not normally, so I guess it's gonna have to roll a dexterity check to get past its companion there. Yeah, that's enough. So it's gonna move there and go after Omitra, who is now in. And oh, okay, there we go. Jeez, I'm rolling high. Okay, so the first attack is a 26.
First of all, you could not. Second of all, ow, my clone.
Second attack is a 13, which I believe misses.
Which misses.
Perfect. And that's its turn. It grabs onto you and it just like, what? And it kind of distracts it for the second one and just like, it's so confused right now. It's like, but I had her. This one is kind of upset because it can't reach anything. It's just gonna sit in the corner. Wait, can it move even that far? Yeah, no, that far. Shambling mounds are slow.
Even double moving.
No, that I didn't double move.
Okay.
It didn't bother. It wasn't gonna go anywhere anyways. Might as
Yeah,
well
that's
save its
fair.
attack just in case. All right, Realm Epic. Your healer's been swallowed.
Alright. Kuru, I have a question that doesn't directly relate to what I'm about to do. Can I transport between via plants by shambling mounts? Oh.
Transport via plants requires a tree trunk that has a width that is wider than you are, basically, so that it can open a portal with
These things can swallow something the size of me.
it. That's not a trunk, though.
Fine.
It needs to be a large or larger inanimate plant.
Yeah, there's that too. But these are bushes; they're not trees.
So you can't use banana trees either then. They walk.
It doesn't
Alright.
actually need to be a tree.
Oh.
It
Well-
just says large or larger inanimate plant.
So no banana
Huh.
trees. Alright. I would like to use Guiding Bolt on the one that has swallowed our newest member of the party who they're okay.
She's
Okay.
not even the newest.
Yeah,
Well-
you seem really concerned about her.
That was a 9.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you
That
know what the
misses.
worst thing about playing a fucking warlock is?
Yeah.
Just like, hey, I get 2 spells. Oh, I missed one.
Yeah. But then you just rest and you get both of them back.
Mhm.
I can't rest right now, Karu. In fact, I can't do anything because that's the end of my turn.
So Karu,
Yes.
I'm in the middle of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
If I use a touch spell, this thing's all around me. Would I have advantage on that touch spell?
Sure. First, give me a con save.
Okay.
Oh
9.
no.
Oh boy. Okay. You take 14 bludgeoning damage as this thing constricts around you, squeezes the life out of you.
Okay. I'm going to grab onto this and try and hurt it enough it lets go of me.
Okay. Does it require a verbal component?
Yes.
You cannot breathe currently.
Are you fucking serious?
You can still talk when you can't breathe.
You
Just
can
not for very
still-
long.
Yeah, I'll say you can cast it, but you're going to be letting out the last air you have in your lungs to do so.
Remy's kind of dumb. So, okay.
Yeah, I'm just letting you
That's
know.
fair.
And I have advantage on this? Yes, you said?
Yes.
Please, for the love of God, Remy, hit. 26.
That hits.
Oh my.
That's 29 necrotic damage to this thing.
Okay. You feel much of the vines wrapped around you like wither away as the touch of your spell makes it rot.
Okay. And then Remy's just gonna call to her spiritual weapon to cut her loose. Cause fuck this shit.
I'm out.
I know it can't give advantage, but is Omitra flanking right now? Would it have advantage?
Uh,
I
I'm
know
not
it can't because
Googling
it's kind
anything.
of
It's
not.
surrounded by three.
Okay, so the
normals.
problem is the flanking rules require that two creatures, specifically allies, are on separate sides of an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
The spiritual weapon does not count as a creature or an ally.
Okay.
But there's a creature on the inside and the outside. How are these not opposite sides?
The spiritual weapon itself cannot gain a flanking because it is not a creature.
What
I
about
know.
if it's inside the plant currently?
I mean,
Um,
doesn't
Into it.
I think that might just be worse for it, honestly. So maybe not.
Okay, I
Just
figured
straight
I'd
roll.
ask.
Yeah, I know. I'm
26.
leaving. I'm leaving precedence for when I'm using it in Curse of
Yeah.
Strahd, so like it's fine. Yeah, 26 hits.
6 more force damage.
Okay.
Has it let go?
No, it does not let go.
Fucking fuck. I was really hoping I would do enough damage to make it let go. It doesn't help. I rolled 3 1s.
And 2 10s.
Yeah, but I rolled 3 1s. I could have done up to 60 damage with that attack show.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even do
Yeah.
half.
All right. So yeah, that would have changed things. All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can do. I'm fucked.
All right, Nadir.
All right. For my bonus action, I'd like to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay. I have a
'Cause
question. How do your boots work?
What do you mean?
Do they require concentration?
Mm-mm. Not as far as I know.
Boots of
It's not boots, it's slippers.
slippers. That's why it's not showing up. You have slippers on.
Look,
I
they
just
gotta
like
be
to-
comf.
I just like to point that out to the rest of the party.
Yep. Yeah, no
Um,
no concentration required. Just attunement. While you wear these light shoes, you can move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and
Okay.
upside down along ceilings while leaving your
Okay.
hands free.
Continue. It does say something about slippery surfaces, but this is just
Where?
wet surface, not slippery surface. It,
Oh.
it specifies you cannot do this on slippery
Yeah, on
surfaces.
ice or oil.
Yeah.
Yep.
Water is not the same as ice or
Mhm.
oil. So you're
Well,
good.
since I gave myself that, I'm going to do my shots. I will give myself advantage on the second one if the first one hits. Well, regardless. 18 for the first one.
That hits. Which one are you going for? The one.
The one that's got our.
Okay.
So for 24 damage. And
Holy
then
shit.
the second one, I'm giving myself advantage on
Okay.
for 19.
Yeah, that hits.
For 22.
Okay.
And then probably not the greatest idea. However, I'm going to, since I can move. No, fuck it, I'm staying there.
All right.
How's it looking?
It's looking pretty bad now. You've whacked away at much of it. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of it has been burnt off by necrotic energy as well. Can it even do anything? Well, it's got someone engulfed. I think it just sits there munching on I almost said Elrond, on Remy right now. Because it can't actually do that to another creature while it has one.
Oh, well, it has one already.
Yeah. So, Omitra, your turn.
Great. Just great. I'm gonna move back.
Okay, you will take an opportunity attack.
Uh-huh.
Oh, you're doing that on purpose. I see. That's an 18.
Alright, that hits me.
You take 8 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Ah! My want for shiny things is strong. Also, level 3. Ignore the very top fire. So that's 15 fire damage.
Okay. Dex save. 16. So it takes half.
So 7.
Yep. And then half of that because it's resistant to fire.
Worth a shot,
Okay.
though.
Yep. I mean, it barely passed. It is not very dexterous.
Alrighty. And then I know it'll be at disadvantage. But gonna do it anyway. Let's see here. Where the hell are you?
Hi, Earl.
Hi, kitty cat. God damn.
Wow.
I'm gonna guess 10 and 12 miss.
Huh. Why do you have disadvantage? Oh,
Melee.
'cause you're melee.
Melee.
Yeah, unfortunately, both miss.
And I didn't want to move out of this one because if it hits me, I could get eaten.
Doesn't it
fair.
have to hit on both of its slam attacks?
I don't know that.
You saw that happen to Remy.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're just bad. You
Fair.
could have just done it with one.
Could be.
Mm-hmm.
Well, rip.
All right. Well, Omitra. Let's see how this goes. First attack is a 20.
Oh,
That's 12 bludgeoning damage. And the second attack is a 17. Does that?
Second one misses.
Okay.
Or rather, hits a clone.
Okay. So once again, it's like, aha, now I've got you. What do you mean? What the fuck is going on here? And it does not engulf you. It just slaps you twice and fails once. This one still sits in the corner, all sad like, because it can't do shit all. Realm Epic.
Alright, time to be useful. And very valiant. I would like to use Eldritch Blast on the one that's eating my dear. Well, the one that's eating Remy, anyway.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't have particular emotions towards her.
Mhm.
Eldritch Blast. Fuck. Eldritch Blast. Fuck.
15 hits.
Oh, okay. I didn't expect that, actually. That'll be 9 force damage.
Okay. Yeah, it's it shivers
That's my
with
turn.
pain.
Not with
Yes.
anticipation.
Give me a Constitution save.
7.
Okay. Well, that's another 13. Wait, no, I'll roll it. Do you want me to roll it or want to take the damage? 17 bludgeoning damage.
I
Taking the
already
damage.
took the 13 off.
Okay, fine, 13. Next round, you'll take 17.
Okay. First, bonus action to smack this fucking thing. With the spiritual weapon.
Okay.
15.
Hits.
6
Oh.
force damage.
Whack it. Okay.
It's still holding on to me, isn't it?
Yes. You can, of course, use your action to try and pull free.
I never realized just how many things are verbal components.
Yeah, that's why silence as a spell sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you can try escaping. You're grappled, so there is
What
an.
is that though?
That would be in athletics.
Yeah, she's not proficient in that.
It's up to you.
Do I have anything that isn't a verbal component? You're verbal. You're verbal. Okay, I'm gonna try and break out at least.
Okay.
14.
That is exactly the escape DC.
I'm gonna point out, guys, this isn't a good thing. Look where she is.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
So you pull out and
Oh,
manage to
You're merciful, Karu.
I mean, yes, I could have put you on the other side. I'm assuming when you were trying to escape, you were trying to escape towards the sound of Omitra fighting and not in
Yes.
the opposite direction. That's why I'm being merciful.
Okay. Give me a
And as you get out of the shambling mound, you take a deep, deep breath of fresh air.
Sorry, I'm just checking stuff. 'Cause...
Well, fresh. It smells like
I
a
mean,
sleep.
It's very humid, but yes.
Just takes a deep breath of air and goes, fuck!
That's also a verbal
Karu?
component.
just so for I know for next time, is this
Uh-huh.
thing considered celestial, elemental, fey, or fiend?
No, it is considered a plant.
Fuck. I thought it might be a
Shockingly.
fey origin. I had to
Nope.
ask because I can turn those things.
Amazing. Yeah, no, they're just plants with teeth.
And people.
Horrifying.
People.
That was
Oh,
what
okay.
Reimi looked like.
Yeah. Okay, well, that's all she can do, and she's just like, "Ow! Don't recommend that at all. Ow! Someone kill that thing." And I'm done.
All right, Nadir.
Well, because it worked well last time.
Mhm.
And what else am I going to be at this point using my spell slots for?
Healing?
Healing.
That would involve getting into melee because my only healing spell is touch. And fuck
Yeah,
that.
that's fair.
You can get over here. Just saying.
Oh, hold on. Well, it also goes after I go. So it can try and pull her back in.
Oh, yeah.
So I'd rather pew pew it to death.
That's fair. So you're going after the one that's really
That looks
wounded.
terrible.
Okay.
They all look terrible.
Oh, I don't have an advantage, but 16.
16 hits.
For 19 damage.
Okay. It looks terribly bad now. It looks almost like it wants to just like sink into the mud and
Are you kidding me?
These things have a fuck ton of HP. Holy shit!
How much are we under leveled, Karu?
I'm guessing 2 levels at this point.
Is it 2 or is it 3? 2.
All right. I'm gonna try it one more time. I'm not gonna waste the advantage yet. I just want this thing to die.
That's probably overkill, but I'm not complaining.
No, it's not because it's a fucking 1 on the
Wow.
so 21.
Oh boy.
That's,
Wow.
That's how fucking crits in 5e irritate me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like absolutely.
Okay, so that was still enough to kill it though.
Good.
You
Thank
see it
you.
start to like wither and like sink into the water and mud.
And then I'm gonna just get myself over here
Onto the ledge above.
so that I can get to the one I need to heal the next time I need to get there.
Okay.
I'm no longer concentrating on... Oh, wait, I am, because it's duration.
Yeah, unless you use the
No. Even when you use the effect to give yourself advantage, you're still concentrating on it, because it also gives you no
so why'd you
opportunity
cast it
attacks.
again?
Because I can only get advantage once, so I'm just
Oh,
recasting.
Okay. All right, so that's your turn.
Yes, let me go back up and dupe.
All right, well that one's dead. So Omitra, it is your turn.
All right. Have
One
the
beside
other
you?
two been hit at all?
Yeah, the one beside you has been hit twice by Nadir, so it's taken quite a bit of damage.
Okay.
2 or 3 times, I think, because that was the one you attacked on the first round.
So,
No, you missed.
good luck. I'm gonna go up here. Yeah, Yes, up.
Okay. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
9 bludgeoning damage.
Ow. Fuck you, I want my shinies. Do not doubt my desire for the shinies.
Fuck you! I
Apparently.
want to survive this fight.
If you don't, I'll take your shinies.
You can't wear my shinies.
Bitch, watch me. Well, you won't because you'll be dead. But anyway,
I don't think you can wear scale mail.
I don't think I can either.
It's medium armor.
Oh no,
When
I
you-
can wear medium armor. Hexblade.
Right,
Yeah.
I can take your shit. I'm gonna say that the 27 only hits
Yeah, you are correct.
for 11 damage.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Can you push it?
No,
This
that's
character can't do that.
Oh, dang.
I'm going to go. Bye.
Remy's just like, fuck you! Fuck you!
See, that sounds like Elrune.
Starting to understand why Elrune ditched you.
First attack is a 13.
Misses.
Second attack is a 19.
Meets.
All right, you're lucky I didn't have advantage because the other one was a crit. 17 bludgeoning damage.
For also, I realized a mistake. I didn't realize I should. I didn't think I would be using that key for my mute key, and then I forgot about the fact to use the minus key for roll 20.
Nice one. There's
Yeah,
a reason I use the tilde key next to the 1 button because you don't use it for anything else.
I use
Guild
it a lot.
Wars.
Yeah, Guild Wars, it's the switch weapon button.
Yeah, just switch that to Z.
Anyways, all right, so that was its turn. The
Guys, I'm almost down.
the other one is gleeful because it can suddenly move towards.
I have 0 capacity to heal.
It's true. Oh boy.
So you
Okay.
should be looking at me.
Both of those hit.
Are you
So
fucking serious, Kari? Why are you rolling this well?
I don't know. If I had had disadvantage, that would have been a 15 and a 9, but instead it was a 23 and a 21. I'm sure you're missing that cloak. So that's 14 bludgeoning on the first attack.
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay. So the second attack. Oh boy. Yeah, it would
Yeah.
still go for the second attack. So you lose 1 death saving throw
Mhm.
and get pulled in. The rest of you see her fall unconscious as it drags her in again.
Useless healers!
Roll Mimic.
Okay, well, she dead? Or just
Why don't you go find out and find her?
Fucking people who aren't aiding! You have weapons! You have melee weapons! You expect her to take on 3 of these things by her fucking self?
yeah, basically. Is that her right there?
Fuck off!
Yes, she's in
Yes.
the Shambling Mound to the south.
Oh,
You saw
she's
her
in it.
fall unconscious and then get pulled in.
All right. Can I heal her from here? Like, even though she's inside it?
What does your healing light say?
First level, I can channel celestial energy, heal wounds. I have a pool of d6s. Blah blah blah. Crap. I need to see. Them.
I'd like to point out on the token there are bits of people sticking out.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
just in
give me-
bondage.
Give me a give me a perception check.
20.
You can see her.
Holy shit.
Great. I would like to use 4 points of healing light. Where the fuck? 4. So that is 11 for Shambling Mound. It's not for Shambling Mound, just so we're
yeah,
clear.
could you not?
Yeah, it's fine. So 11 healing for Remy.
I have to click on what
Oh.
I'm healing And Remy is. Oh yeah, now I can heal the other shambling mound. Thanks, Carter. Yeah. It's my life is pain. I would like to try guiding Bolt again on the shambling mound that is currently eating Remy.
Okay.
What up, show?
Never mind. I'm not going to tell you how to do your turn.
Kill. 21.
Yes.
Okay. 21 hits.
Right, so that's cast at level 4. That's
27.
Pi, can you mouse over that and tell me if it's adding a +4 at the end for my charisma? No, it shouldn't be.
No.
No,
Great.
it doesn't.
So that's 31 then, because I can add my fucking charisma to
Oh,
Radiant once a
oh.
day.
Cool.
Right.
Your boy
So that's what,
Garbreak 1
extra-
knows his fucking abilities. It's extra 4.
That's an
so
extra 4. Okay.
for a total of
Because
37.
I had already. Okay.
Yeah.
1.
Ooh, that took a decent chunk of mound.
Why is that 37?
Oh, I can actually do that all the time. Every attack. One turn. Yeah.
But why is that 37?
Oh, son of a bitch. I had a way different plan for that turn and I forgot it. What do you mean 30?
That's not 37, but it's okay. I did the calculation right on the health.
You did 27 damage. You added 4.
31, like I said. What?
I did 27 and then 4, so it's fine. Okay.
Alright. Sorry, Remy, you might die because I forgot my genius plan.
To heal and then heal.
Oh, no, the genius plan is to polymorph her into something.
Ah.
Anyway, that's the end of my
You
turn.
know what's a genius plan that could have worked since you could see her? Fly down to her and use Thunderstep. You
And
can
just-
teleport with one person.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. God.
You,
This is Garnbreak 1 people, the person who actually knows his
I know
character.
my abilities.
yeah, if you could see her, you could have gone down to her, poked her, and teleported with her. And boom, this motherfucking piece of shit.
Well, good news, the next attack against the Shambling Mound has advantage.
That is correct. Remy, your turn. Give me a con save.
Eight.
I can't believe you rolled like a 20 earlier on your con save, and now
And
you
then-
can't roll high
For
enough.
shit.
That's how dice work.
So am I
Carter.
unconscious again? Am I even
I
gonna
know.
have a fucking turn? I'm
No.
unconscious again. I don't get a fucking turn. I can't heal myself.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's my
well,
turn.
Nadir, you see Remy kind of make a noise and then fall unconscious again.
Well, shit. We have got to get her out of that thing.
No fucking dog.
Or you can heal her.
I have to touch to heal. Do you think I look like I can heal?
I will not expect her to take 3 shambling mounds at once. Just
Okay.
a fucking suggestion.
Okay, Nadir, what would you like to do?
For a bonus action, I would once again. Actually, no, I'm not gonna.
You
fucking-
have advantage.
Yeah,
I know I have
you didn't-
advantage. So, how about it die
Well, that hits.
for 21? I know it doesn't
Okay.
kill it.
hmm
To be honest, part of me also wants to target this one, just so it doesn't get a chance to swallow her again.
No.
But, and the other one does not have advantage. So a 14, which probably won't hit.
Yeah, that misses.
And the original reason I was going to recast was so I could get advantage on the second hit. But
But you-
whatever. Because you can choose to use it.
Yeah, I thought you hadn't used it last turn.
Oh.
Unless
Fuck.
you did.
I
No,
don't,
I think you did.
don't
No,
make
you
it worse.
didn't. You didn't because you rolled a 16. You went with the 16.
Awesome. So. Yeah?
That hits.
For another 19.
Okay. If it had blood, it would be bloodied. All
Does
right.
that mean it's watery?
It looks wilting. Let's put it that way.
Maybe a little sappy.
Maybe.
No, that's just us.
All right. Omitra,
Yeah. Can I see her?
give me a perception check.
18.
Yeah. You can see her.
How pliable is this thing?
It's
I
a
have bad ideas.
it's a plant. And think of it as a like mass of writhing vines
Writhing.
writhing.
In my expert, fabulous opinion, if I
Mhm.
enlarged her, what would she actually enlarge, or would she just bonk into the plant?
Considering it's a plant, it probably would enlarge.
Yes, what's your point, Remy? It says a creature or object I can see within range. It does not say that you need to be conscious.
So yeah, you could enlarge her.
See, I could enlarge her, and then someone could heal her, except for I go last, so this is probably a bad idea, because it occurs to me they both go after me. Rip. And if I do that, I'm gonna electrocute her. I feel like that would be bad. For some reason. So I guess we'll just shoot it in the face.
Okay.
Actually, wait. I curse it. And then I'm gonna shoot it in the face. 21 and 14.
14 misses.
Or 11 damage.
Okay.
And I'll let my party know that if they'd like her to be bigger, I can arrange that.
This shambling mound is going to move closer to the ledge, and you see it flapping against the wall, trying to reach those above you. But it can't really do much. And this one doesn't have anything to attack right now, so it's just going to sit there happily munching. Realmevic.
All right. Time for fun turns. Would you like me to roll to see if I can see her again?
You spotted her last round. She hasn't really moved, so you can still see her.
All right. First off, I would like to use my last dose of healing light. This is not for the healing mound, I promise you. No matter what, or the the shambling mound. So that's 3 for our dear friend Remy. And then I would like to cast Polymorph from Tyrellai on Remy.
Okay. What are you polymorphing her to?
What was the big slicey spiny thing Teflon became that one time?
Oh no.
Oh,
Are you really going for that one?
I mean,
She's inside a thing. I'm gonna make her the thing with blades on it.
Wait,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
who has to end the polymorph for her not to?
Garm,
Garm. Yeah, it's fine.
Ralmovic.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was the problem with Tethrin becoming that thing, because he was concentrating on it.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember what it's called? Savager.
Yeah, Savager. Oh
Very
god,
good.
these things are. Rip them.
All right, so Remy,
Literally.
you come to consciousness. You're in pain. You're still
Again.
in this thing, and then suddenly you feel yourself shift and change, And I'm just gonna we'll put your token over there. Become this large bear-like creature. If you shift double click on its token, you have access to its stat block. And you are now at full health and feel ravenously hungry. And also because you are so large, the shambling mound has like you just like rip out of it as you become this large creature, and you are no longer uh, engulfed because it literally cannot take something that big. All right.
I'm just gonna say she's been unconscious, healed slightly, knocked unconscious again, healed slightly, and then you forcibly transform her into this thing. She's gonna fucking hate you.
That's valid.
Like, she's going to fucking hate Realm Epic after this.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. Damn, my turn.
Okay. Well, I'm not sure what's going on with your spiritual weapon because technically it's not a concentration spell. So even going unconscious, you do not lose it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you have the intelligence right now to actually know to use your bonus action to make it attack.
Probably not.
So it's probably just sitting there, but you have other fun things you can do.
Okay, so first attack. If this thing will let me fucking click on it.
Yeah, 27 hits.
Oh no.
And then claw attack, and this will be with advantage because she's not moving.
22 hits. All right. So, in your anger at everything that has happened to you and this thing that was trying to eat you, you just rip it to shreds. You chomp on it and just rip it apart into pieces that goes flying all over, and it is no more.
Yeah, this is amusing as hell. Remy is still gonna absolutely hate you, Realm Epic.
Like I said, that's fair.
The deer.
Yeah, I'm
Things
gonna.
got weird.
Yeah, things got real weird. I'm gonna save the last of my spells for when that becomes Remy again. And I'm just gonna aim down at the thing that's slapping at the ledge. 22
Mm-hmm.
for 21,
Okay.
and then one more. 25.
Yep.
I don't have
Shit. Go for it.
for 19.
All right. Well, it looks very sad that it hasn't gotten to do anything, and it is already so weakened.
Yep, I am done.
All right, Amitra.
I'm so glad I can't heal. I'm so glad I can't heal. Can I still see it from up here?
No, it is 20 feet down a ledge.
Okay. You know, I feel like I could get up above it and fly over the top of it. But then I'd be in melee. So I guess I have to be
I mean,
here.
you're 20 feet up and it's 10 feet tall, so you're still out of its range as long as you're
Okay,
at the same
so
level as the ledge.
am I in melee at the moment?
No.
Great. Perfecto. Oh wait, she killed the thing.
Yes.
Equal to my warlock level plus charisma. So that means 4 plus 5. I get plus 9 health. Just die already, dude. You don't want what's coming for you.
Both of those hit.
Oh, whoops. Ignore
No
the
curse.
Yeah.
So that's 17.
Okay. It does not die. What?
I'm shocked.
Yeah, me too.
And I'd like to go back here.
Okay.
So I'm out of the way when that thing enrages.
All right. So it is its turn, and shambling mounds are not known for their intelligence.
Oh dear.
They know that there is something this way that it can attack. So it is going to go and try and attack it. And that's a 13 and a 17.
Karu, fuck you. Why couldn't you roll those against Remy, who has an AC of 19? Fuck
I don't know.
you. One of those hits. Fun fact, Savager has less AC than Remy by 2.
Yeah. The second attack does 18 bludgeoning.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you have resistance to non-magical. Yep. To bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing from non-magical.
Mm-hmm.
It is non-magical damage. It is just the slap of a bush. From Epic.
All right. I'm just going to Eldritch Blast the Shambling Mound. 20?
Yeah, that hits.
10 force. And that's my turn.
Remy, this thing is barely alive. It is now very dead.
Okay. So, how high up is this cliff?
I'd like to drop concentration.
It's not your turn.
It's not dropping concentration is a
That's a
free
free
action. But it's 20 feet tall.
Let me scare Realm Epic at least.
Yeah, okay, go
please.
for it.
He's the closest.
Well,
Can
you
I
might as
try and
well.
climb up?
Yeah. That would be an athletics, or in your case, a strength check. Okay, so Realm Epic, you see the Savager just rip apart the second shambling mound, then suddenly start clawing its way up very quickly. It still looks angry.
Yeah, what I'm kind of imagining here is it just like rips its way up, and as it's like jumping towards me to claw my face off, I drop concentration. It's just like horribly beaten up Remy.
You realize she's still wearing heavy armor too, and the
Yeah.
momentum.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep. So
I
you
want to kick him off this ledge.
you just see this thing jump towards you, a big shadow. You drop concentration and terror, and Remy just flops onto you and probably
No, she
drags you to the
fucking
ground.
punches him.
Okay.
Like, it was a claw. That was the attack coming. So instead of the claw coming down, she punches him in the fucking face.
Okay. Why don't you give me an that would be a
Strength.
unarmed strength attack.
Okay.
So
That's
just a
fine.
strength.
I'll probably miss, but at the same time,
Would,
I don't give a shit right now.
At least give her advantage for that.
yeah, I was gonna say, would Remy
Yeah,
at least
sure.
have advantage?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll give you advantage.
15.
AC of 16.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
So you managed.
Mhm.
Considering it was a
show?
15 versus a 16,
Oh, never mind.
I'd say it's probably you lift up your shield just in time.
Yeah.
And she hits the shield instead.
This is why I backed up.
You probably still bump into Nadir because she's doing a full bodied.
I would like to try and dodge that bump, because this is him.
I mean,
Remy is glaring daggers at all of you right now.
What did I do?
You
So-
all left me down there. You all fucking left me down there. And she's just gonna stare at you all and then cast Cure Wounds on herself.
I did go down there for a bit.
I'm looking forward to the self-inflicted TPK. This is gonna be hype.
Move now.
Yeah. Also, there's this other corpse here.
Remy walks by the corpse and kicks it in the head. She's just gonna stand over here.
You all think you know what probably killed the adventurer.
Was it Remy?
The mound.
The mounts. Was not Remy. All right. Let's.
Was there anything magical on them?
No. No. But let's go on a quick break.
Alright.
That sounds great.
I'm gonna go mute all you guys. Alright, and now that it's just you and I, lovely viewers, I would like to thank all of our patrons. Shomaru, Heather, Kelly Froese, DM Samuel, Georg Mir, Snanji, Pyrolytic, Scott Dunsmore, Jesus Mendoza, Keora, Zayoko Hawkin, Matt, Mia Midair, Aster, Fosfini, Udis, Gexus Chamberlain, Tess, John Blair, Stephen Larson, and Alien Burb. Thank you very much for your support, and thank you for helping keep the lights on here. We will be back in just a few minutes.
Hello, everyone. And after a very tense, very hard battle, the party feels slightly invigorated and have perhaps learned a thing or two from that battle. You are all up on the relatively dry ledge, at least compared to the muddy, swampy floor below. In what looks to be a campsite and an adventurer who is dead, missing a leg. He's also wearing a leather satchel.
Yeah, I'd like to investigate the leather satchel.
No,
See
that's
what's in it.
exactly what I said you would say.
Carr, I'd like to admit
Yeah.
to something that I fucked up in the last combat.
Oh no.
Sure.
I forgot that I'd actually cast Fly twice, not once. I shouldn't have
Okay.
had the charges for Polymorph.
Oh.
Maybe Tyrelite just gave you an extra couple and be like, you just got this one! I liked her!
Yeah,
'Cause
basically.
we kinda can't
Yeah,
rewind that.
I'm not rewinding that.
Yeah. You never use my abilities. It's like you're treasuring me now. Yeah.
I will help you this once.
It's only because you
Don't
carry
do it
gems
again.
around.
I'm gonna need more gems in exchange for that. All right. So you grab the leather satchel and rummage around. There's
Yeah.
inside the satchel you find an ornate stone carving of an owl, a journal, and a little bag that seems really heavy with gold coin.
All right. Ignoring, well, I'll put the two non-gold things aside, but I'm going to walk right up to Reimi. Remy, sorry, wow, I'm reading it phonetically. I'm a little tired. And I'm going to hand her the bag of gold. Hazard pay.
Remy is just standing with her back to the wall right now. She has her holy symbol out and is just fidgeting within. She just looks up at you and she glares at you and looks at the bag and is like, what kind of trick is this?
It's not. I didn't know, and I don't know how this party fights. But I
didn't
not...
either, and I'm really regretting coming into this party now.
Yes, well, I've learned my lesson, and next time you won't be by yourself. And he is going to also reach out a hand. I can't do much in terms of magic, but this thing I can do.
She looks really distrustful right now.
That's fine. Nadir, that's why he held out a hand and didn't try and touch her.
She slowly brings one hand forward and like just pokes his hand. Like that's all the contact you're fucking getting right now.
Yep. He's going to cast Cure Wounds on her with his last second level spell slot.
Not
And-
that she knows that.
Yeah. Of course, the fucking higher casting was. Regardless, he's also going to put he's going to offer her the bag of gold that he hasn't even counted.
He's right, you know. We weren't kidding about how you should have been paid more.
Remy just takes the gold, puts it in
And-
her bag.
And next time, I've got a creature that I could call.
Wait, what?
My next spell,
Ah.
I learned conjure animals.
Meanwhile, I'm over here going, but do I want fireball or lightning bolt?
Talking to himself, I'm assuming.
Yeah, going, foosh? Zzz. Foosh.
Only after that's done, I'm going to look at the other things that I had actually found in that satchel.
Okay.
Have we run into more things that are immune to fire, lightning, either?
Lightning is kind of hard because you don't have that many spells that do lightning damage as it is.
Yes, I do.
You do. Well,
I have lightning lure.
You have
And shocking grasp.
actually run into things that can heal with lightning damage before.
And the worst case scenario for fire is it's immune.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's gonna be it. Since I'd rather find out that it's completely immune to what I'm doing than, oh god, I helped it.
Yeah. Take 50 damage. Well, that's 50 damage healed.
What?
Yeah, fireball.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the other two things in the satchel were a journal, which seems to be written in Dwarvish.
I can read Dwarvish.
You can read Dwarvish.
Yes, it's one of my
That's
languages.
realm ethic.
Oh, I'm not gonna offer it to him.
And the stone carving of the owl looks pretty ornate. You probably fetch a decent amount of gold for it. As
Ornate.
Just like an ornate.
All right. What does the journal say?
The journal has a map,
Mm-hmm.
as well as notes about frog people to the northeast and serpents with foul magic to the southeast.
Ah.
The rest is basically an adventurer's journal. He's been trying to find allies to help him rescue his cousin Agora, who was bewitched by the serpents.
Does it have dates? Like when each entry was written?
The last entry is a couple days old.
Okay. Nothing else about another group of adventurers? AKA, he's not a member of the party that I'm looking for, correct? Or was not?
Correct.
Okay.
The map is pretty much of the area you know of. It has the area you're in, the area you came from. It has a note about a gate to the north of like the passage you guys skipped. And something like a ruined tower and some kind of statue to the southeast.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna thumb through it since I don't know anything about, say, the one who knows how to make maps, or the other one who can read Dwarvish.
Mm-hmm.
I am probably also going to offer the ornate owl to Remy as well.
You also
First
get the
dibs.
name of the character of the adventurer. His name
Okay.
was Thubid Dusk Axe.
That seems important.
Yeah, I would at least ask, Nadir. So, who was this guy?
Thubid Duskaxe. And it seems like he was searching for somebody to help him with his cousin, you said, Karu?
Yeah, his cousin called
Yep.
Agora.
He was looking for help saving his cousin Agora from serpent people who had expelled her.
Wonder where those are, and I'd rather not meet them.
Well, and you said they were southeast or southwest, and the other ones
Frog
were
people
northeast.
to the northeast,
Mhm.
serpents to the southeast.
Yep. I'm going to look at Omitra and be like, well, according to this map, there are frog
Yep.
people to to the northeast, and snake people to the southeast.
As he
Most-
says this, I'm just going to make a map of basically everything we've seen so. Just go map of everything we've seen so far, and as he's talking, put like glowy dots, frogs, glowy dots, serpents. Kind. Okay, map. Does he have any pictures?
Yes. And Nadir is going to raise his eyebrows and kind of gesture for Omitra to come a little closer. Well, actually, no. He's going to instead approach Omitra because even though he's not trained in it, he's pretty sure that Remy doesn't want the rest of them near her right now.
Yeah, I don't think it needs training to figure that out. Omitra's just gonna go. But, oh God, I can't even read this shit. All right, well,
It's in
picture.
it's in Dwarvish. I can translate. It'd probably take a little, but
Oh, it's either that or he can translate it. Not that he'll know it's Dwarvish, but he's got the eyeball thing going on.
oh, with the what?
Hey, show him your creepy eye.
I would like to lift up the eye patch and show off the glowing orb and then put the eye patch back down.
For a second, my hand kind of goes to the hilt of my short sword, like, what the fuck?
Told you it was an evil god.
Your god did that? You know, most of the time,
The goat did that.
Yeah,
but-
first a
Well-
goat and then.
you know, most of the time, gods who alter their followers like that are not of the good.
I didn't ask for this.
Yeah, that's also correct.
You're not helping your case.
I just need to find an Ankh. I can go home to my family and my 7 kids and my goats and not nearly die to whatever insane garbage is in this dungeon of the Mad Mage. We said the thing, guys! I said the thing.
It's the name of the game.
It's the name of the
Roll
game.
credits.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love it, Carter.
And
Nice.
that thing in the northwest, is that the gate that you were
Yes.
talking about?
Ooh,
Where's the thing
maybe
with
you
the
go
ruins?
somewhere.
Where's the thing with the ruins and the oh, so it's near the
Oh
serpent.
yes, the nipple.
It looks more like an eyeball to me.
I hope you like my mapping skills.
You can
Please
find
subscribe
more
to
of
my Patreon.
Yeah, you can find more of Carter's maps on patreon.com/MadeGuardia. They're normally done with computers.
For some reason.
Computers.
Computers, what do you want?
Someone who in from Joyzy? Wait.
Hey,
Could be worse.
I do not say Joyzy.
You
Maybe
just
that's
did.
a you problem.
Jersey.
But yeah, clearly the person that made this map is not a mapper. So it's serviceable. You can kind of tell the areas. And that's as far as it shows. Like it, clearly there's more to it that he hadn't like mapped out.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well,
I'm gonna give Nadir the rundown on gates that we've seen
mm-hmm. Okay.
and ask if he knows where this one goes.
Does Nadir? I don't think he does.
You are you no. Okay. Are
Yeah,
you,
I'm absolutely not.
are you proficient in thieves tools?
Oh yes, I am. Absolutely.
There's a
I am.
chance you could have opened it, but I don't think so.
He would not have explored unnecessarily.
Yeah.
He would have found a route that he could have taken.
The one you have used, you basically bought the info.
Hmm.
So I would say you may have spotted it on your way up, but decided to not try it out.
Hmm. Yeah, I didn't ever try it. I have the routes that I usually take, and I tend to try to avoid taking unnecessary risks.
But what if it goes down out of character? But what if it goes down to level 10 and then we can zoom up in levels again?
No, because if it goes down to level 10, we'll probably die.
We just need to survive one battle.
That's not how it works.
That's how it's worked so far.
No, this is the only time that we've done that.
No, it's not.
What?
When we ran into the slots, we were also underleveled. And leveled right after that.
I think we also were underleveled for the demons.
But yeah, we were, but we also had the annoying polymorph that they couldn't frickin' dispel. Or
Despite
take down.
you taking damage.
Oh, they finally got me down to where they would have, but then I dropped it and recast it.
You're not going to be able to do that next time.
Oh no!
Considering that I am not a well, not a full spellcaster, yes, you're correct. So, and Karu, what direction would I know leads down from here? Since
South.
I have. Yep. Further south leads to the next level, but I don't think that we should rush into that if this is how much we'll struggle.
Oh, one thing you would know is that to go further south, you actually I'll PM this to you.
Okay.
Well, I'll spend these couple of minutes shilling things. Tomorrow we have a stream of 12-hour stream on was that Saturday, October 26th. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm sorry, it already happened. Anyway, for those of you watching this on Twitch, like a good person does stuff, we have a 12-hour stream starting at noon Mountain Time, so that's 2 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing a variety of various horror-themed games, starting with Rhapsody of Blood, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse game about gothic horror and generations of people fighting a vampire or demon or something in a gothic castle, which I'm sure will remind somebody of some kind of iconic video game series. After that, we've got some kind of Halloween one-shot Carter's doing. I know nothing about it except that it uses funky subclasses. And apparently the maps are very nice because they're done by Karu herself. I was thinking Castlevania, but Rogue Legacy also works. And then
Both
after
of those
that,
are probably going to be incorrect, but sure.
Castlevania is pretty explicitly an homage to Castlevania. In fact, when I interviewed Jay Isles, she explicitly referred to it as my love letter to Castlevania.
Yes, but I'm the one who designed the castle.
Fair enough. And then after that, the final game of the night will be Gothic Earth Red Jack, which is a module converted from 3.5 by MT Black over on DM's Guild. I'll be running that, and I've got players for it. I don't know who they are, but I got players for it. It'll be a gothic adventure where people kill some kind of guy who calls himself the Ripper, which I'm sure doesn't seem familiar to anybody. And that's all I got to shill. Car, are you done typing PMs?
Yep. But Car, you muted.
You're muted.
Mine is about a haunted house and exploring it, looking for wine.
Wine. Oh, okay.
Relatable.
Cheese?
Is the wine the good shit, Car?
It is the good shit.
Nice.
So.
Okay. It is not dollar store wine, no.
No. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think one bottle of that wine goes for 200 gold.
Wow, you can buy 200 goats with that.
Huh. Well,
200 goat points.
200 goat points.
Yep. All right. Well,
God damn you both.
Nadir is going to look at the rest and be like, on top of that, the way to get to level 9 from here, we either have to pay a magical item per person, or take on a dangerous quest for the wizards of the academy that reside there.
Ah, crap. It's going to be Dangerous Quest. It's always Dangerous Quest.
Yes, I've not paid with a magical item.
Wait, is the Dangerous Quest killing the wizards? Because I don't think we can do that.
We can't.
Okay.
It might
What is
be a
the
bit.
dangerous quest normally?
Karu? Considering he's...
it really depends on what
Mhm.
they need
Yep.
at the moment.
Okay, what were the last couple that you had to do,
Yes, what were they?
Taru?
It could be fetch quests, either to go up to this level to get components, which generally means tangling with, the things that live here. Or
Oh. I think I know at least one of them.
yeah, it was probably
It-
more that because considering what's on level 10, it's mostly them telling you to go up to level 8 and fetch some stuff for their
Or
components.
or occasionally, since there are quite a few components that they would have either had to get from the surface or, level 5.
Hmm. Yeah. They don't want you to get too far away. A lot of the other quests that you've gotten, depending on how big your party was, could have just been um, cleaning up after experiments gone wrong.
Yeah, that's probably what most of what Nadir has done, because he
Students summon something they
and
shouldn't have.
occasionally cleaning up after the student, aka making the student who did something stupid disappear.
Maybe.
Hmm.
I don't think they particularly need help with that, but
Yeah, well, only if they wanted to humiliate them before they died.
Also, Garm, no.
What?
It's not an antidote.
Oh, Garm.
Also, Remy is just glaring at that, and then Omitra, but she's not moving to touch it.
Omitra's just gonna put it like next to her.
You see her foot twitch ever so slightly, like she
Like she
wants
wants
to
to
kick
kick it.
that.
Mm-hmm.
It's an antidote for poisons, since we're probably gonna go into Drow country. Either up or down.
Oh, so you're saying you expect me to be alone in the front lines even more, and I need antidotes to somehow keep myself alive?
No, I mean, I
Thanks.
have 3 and I can't heal 3 people in one turn.
Yeah, I'm still not taking it. Take it back.
Shrug. Nadir?
Sure, I'll take one.
What's my antidote numbers before I forget?
So, are we gonna get moving, or are we just gonna stand here right beside the place where I nearly died twice, like minutes ago?
Yeah, we should probably get going. My fly spell's probably done by now. Rip.
yeah.
Yeah.
What in the world?
Omitra's gonna message Nadir
Hmm?
and ask, you lived with a lot of drow females, right? Right? Yeah.
Oh,
The fuck?
What the fuck?
what did you just do?
Nothing.
Unless the meter continues, this might not go very well.
What do you do with hysterical crying females? Aside from avoid.
Nadir is going to actually like completely freeze and stiffen and turn back to kind of glare over his shoulder at Omitra and be like, you clearly haven't been around Drow society much if you expect anybody to be sympathetic.
Okay, look. It was either Askew or Ralmavic.
Mavic would have been the better choice.
Oh yes, because Nadir is going to be like, most of the time, I was the reason they were crying in hysterics right before I killed them. And then he's gonna continue to walk.
I mean, you're just gonna pause, followed by, I mean, yeah, same, but I usually didn't kill them after.
Then you clearly are not experienced enough.
Wait, Ralmavic, you have 7 children.
Oh God.
Wow, this sure seems like a cliff I'm gonna climb down now. See ya.
No, wait, you're experienced with at least one woman. What do you do?
I'm gonna hang back, like scoot back a bit more with Remy and be like, well, let's let him lead now.
Before I start climbing down the cliff, I'm just going to say to, Omitra, the first thing to remember is that not all women are the same. And then I'm going to start climbing down the cliff.
Okay. Give me an athletics check.
Time to die. 7.
Okay. Turns out harder than it looks, especially when everything is wet. You slip and more fall. Luckily, it's mud and water at the bottom. So you only take 5 damage
Great.
as you fall into the water.
At least this water is incredibly high in nutrients. Well, it's got to be to grow those plants.
I mean, there's a lot of plants growing here. Some of them are even shambling.
Yeah.
Remy is just going to look at Nadir and be like, I have no idea what's going on right now, and I really don't care. I am regretting coming down here right now. And then she can see the end of the ledge, so she's just gonna try climbing down over here.
Okay.
Athletics?
Yes.
I would like to use my boots or my slippers to perhaps walk. No, that'd be mean. I'd like to put. Well, too late now. I was gonna say I'd like to put a pitten in the top and a rope down, but that was more
Remy doesn't care right now.
Yeah.
She's gotten her ass handed to her twice. She's nearly died twice.
And are a bit careless on the way down and take 4 damage as you fall off.
Yep.
All right, so you make your way down this slightly glowing area thanks to the bioluminescent plants. And it eventually cannot go any further south and opens up into a large cavern. I will just move you guys.
Well, if they did, the Zeo character would let us know.
Huh?
If they exploded into infectious spores.
Also, I'm just moving her back because she's falling behind these assholes right now.
Yeah.
I would not have been in the front either.
Yeah. This was just teleport position.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That was just, it's a long corridor, and I'd rather
Of
just
nothing.
zoom you guys a bit. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You enter into a swampy cavern that has a 50-foot high ceiling of jagged rock. Rising from the mire is an island of dry rock, upon which you see some ruins and a statue, which for some reason is not there. What?
Not even a
must-
circle with a star in it.
I must have missed that one. Oh, cool. That's a cool statue.
Sure hope to see one
Um,
someday.
Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, that one works. Wait, no, move. Stop.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh?
Oh.
What are you owing about?
It's
Snake?
It's an arbok.
It's a snake.
Oh, I see.
It's an arbok.
It really does look like one.
All right, there we go. So you see a built of black stone. Amid the ruins of a dome. Okay, so there was apparently a dome of black stone to this structure that is now basically on the ground, and you see a statue of a snake with closed eyes, swallowing its own tail. As you're looking at this and looking at the area around here, you also notice that there's like a slightly glowy, ghostly image of a male human warrior in plate armor wandering around the statue as though he was looking for something that he's lost.
God, I fucking hate the Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Is this an illusion or is this something else? With my magic eyes of eyeball.
It is magic. I guess the closest would be illusion, but it probably is a mix of illusion and necromancy.
I'm going to message whoever's. I guess it would be Realm Mimic because he's closest. This thing's not just an illusion, it's actually partly dead.
Oh, good. Do I recognize a statue from anywhere?
Give me a religion check.
I was going to say, did the rest of us?
Give me a religion check.
I was
Do
gonna
I
say
have-
whatever the, like... Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I as a player think I know what it is.
Oh.
I have no idea. I was trying to think of what you call worshiper of Horus Ray, and the first thing I thought was Horus racist, and I don't think that's right.
Okay, let's move on. Nadir, you're the only one that rolled high enough.
Mhm.
Well, it makes sense. You recognize the statue as a representation of Dendar, the Night Serpent, the UNT god of nightmares.
Oh. Yeah, that's.
Can you
Oh, and-
type all that shit out?
Yeah, please.
UNT are the serpent people.
Yeah. Well, that's annoying. I would mention this in passing.
Well, I'm going to take the stupid option, walk up to Johnny Ghost Man.
I mean, I was going to, so go for it.
Greetings.
He completely ignores you.
Are you searching for something?
Continues to ignore and just keep searching in the rubble.
Well, let's go somewhere else.
I'd like to speak. Excuse me. Have you seen an Ankh anywhere? And every word in a slightly different language.
No reaction. Doesn't even seem to acknowledge your existence.
Can I press to digitate an Ankh in his face?
Sure. It's almost as if it doesn't exist, and he just continues doing what he was doing.
Okay. Ghosty Ghost Man is looking for something and can't hear anything or see anything.
Huh. Do I notice anything weird? Like any spots? Is he going to the same areas and looking, or is he looking all over?
Anywhere on the ruins of the island, honestly. You've probably seen this apparition before, since it's basically on the route.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this isn't the same figure that you saw last time,
Oh, that's weird.
but it seems to be doing exactly the same thing. So it's like, it doesn't do anything. It just sits there and searches.
Mm-hmm. Did I know that anybody who actually was able to interact with it, or not at all?
Nope.
Yeah, that's what I figured. And I will just say, well, it's not harming anything, and even though it's different than the last time I was here, it's doing the same thing that the other one was.
I'd like to make poor decisions in my life and message it.
It fails.
Huh. Okay. Sounds great.
We should probably keep going.
Mm-hmm.
Scoot, scoot, scoot!
And Karu, are we entering Yuan-Ti territory with that? Because I clearly have been here before.
You've basically kept to this side of the cave, but according to the map in the Doigar's um, notes, somewhere to the east of here is where the UNT might.
Somewhere to the east. So, and we need to go south more?
If you want to go to level 9, then yes.
Well,
Though you do know that going to level 9 at this
I
moment
know
is probably a
it's
bad
not
idea.
yeah, I know. But we're here, so unless we want to backtrack up a level, avoid some giants again, and maybe investigate a stupid floating mansion or castle, whatever it is.
Fuck is a UNT?
It's a snake person.
Okay. Maybe
Oh,
they're friendly.
considering they presumably kidnapped somebody, I doubt it.
Maybe she just fell in love. You know how the youth can be. Back in my youth, I had an affair with a member of a neighboring tribe my parents did not approve of, but love once, but love once. Sometimes, apparently, that extends to snake people.
Please tell me you didn't kidnap your wife.
No, what I'm saying is they may not have kidnapped her. She may have gone of her own free will.
Just please tell me you didn't kidnap your wife.
I didn't kidnap my wife.
Do I
Unfortunately,
believe
that
him?
While you guys are talking and walking there, you do notice that to the east, there seems to be another ruin, a larger structure, almost temple-like.
Oh.
Is this thing?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought that was just cave wall.
Nope.
No, it's got too many like flat edges.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. Oh yeah, yeah. No, yeah, okay. Well, I'd like to take a look-see in through the corner here.
I'm not getting closer.
Can I
I'm
see
kinda
anything, Dungeon Master?
Can you? Not much. You're human and have no light.
I have the goggles of night vision.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
Well, you can poke your head in if you want to see more.
I do want to see
The
more.
interior walls of this structure are covered in carvings of snakes, fanged maws, and open ophidian eyes. In the center of the first chamber, you notice that there is a black statue. It is made of stone, and it depicts a masked, hooded male humanoid dressed in what looks to be leather armor and clutching a dripping dagger in each hand. You also notice that this statue is covered in centipedes.
Hey, when you say dripping dagger, do you mean like there's moisture dripping off of it, or like it's perpetually bleeding, or there's stone droplets on it, or what? Or are there just centipedes perpetually falling off of it?
It is actually dripping liquid. It is too dark to tell because dark vision does not give you color or anything, but it does seem to like you can see something dripping off and like bloop into the water below it.
I hate to tell you, but the lantern light is behind him, and he probably does have light to about
Okay,
here.
he didn't when I checked.
Yeah, I know. Okay. That's what I'm letting you know.
As the lantern light reaches you, you do notice that I mean, it's not blood.
Great. Is it like gray? Green? Octarine?
Um, you give me a perception check.
I will, and I get to do it an advantage because I have that stupid shield. You wrecked, nerds.
You
13.
Okay. It's kind of hard to tell. Definitely not blood.
Well, time to just keep walking in then.
Also, give me a religion check.
Oh no.
My religion is yes. 19.
Okay, so while you didn't figure out the other one, now that you have the like, oh, these are UNT gods, you recognize this one to be the representation of the UNT god Seth.
How many S's are there?
2.
Seth. Okay.
Seth.
who dat?
Do I know anything about Seth?
I like how they just tell you the god, but don't actually tell you anything about it. It's like, oh yes, your religion check tells you that you know what the god is. That's it.
Are you telling me that you don't have an encyclopedic memory of every pantheon in the Forgotten Realms?
No. And if I search for Seth, I get a bunch of okay, Seth D&D. How about that? Thank you.
You could just repost
Apparently,
off
a lot
of...
of people like calling themselves that.
Yeah.
Chief god of the he's the main god.
What does that mean?
Mastermind of traps, poison, and murder.
Eh. So he's kind of like their Horus Ray. I got you.
Yeah, basically. He's also known as the Sibilant Death.
What the hell? Pi, what does sibilant mean? I don't know if that was an answer.
It
That
was.
an
It's the
answer.
noise that you get with
Well, that's
like that's a sibilant.
fascinating. Well, time to go further into the Death Temple.
Are you?
Okay, you walk in. It
I'm
really
just
looks.
gonna message him while he's doing this, going, "We could not."
Oh, I see a thing. So I'm just good. Dang, I'll stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, I saw that before you went in.
Me too, but Relnevik would not have been able to, so I didn't acknowledge it, nor did it factor into my actions.
Yeah, I rolled 11 in perception, which is why I also said nothing.
Dang old token, then.
Okay.
Blue.
You walk forward, and you're pretty busy looking at this statue and trying to figure out why the centipedes have decided to just crawl all over it. It's like, what? Why? And then you see a ghostly figure kind of glide to the entrance of the that goes deeper into this structure.
Greetings.
I want to check something. She is a spectral woman wearing a soiled black gown and a featureless white mask. Kind of similar to the one that's on the statue, in fact. Greetings.
Greetings. My name is Relmevic. I am a pilgrim. Where am I, if I may ask?
You are in the temple of the great snake. I am Yostal.
Well,
I was a priestess of this temple.
it's a pleasure to meet you, Yostal. What do you mean was?
She's dead.
She kind of waves the hand down at herself. I was killed by the Sethian scourges.
Seth, that's the. Did these Sethian scourges erect this statue after? Have they desecrated your temple? Is that.
In short, yes. I am bound here. My spirit is not free to leave until those Nagas who killed me are dead.
Huh.
Does she look human, elven, dwarfish?
She definitely has a bit of a going on.
Yeah.
Maybe she's just got a speech impediment.
A speech, in her case,
Indeed.
where she lengthens all her syllables.
As far as you can tell from a distance, she looks human.
Do you have a cousin named Thubid?
No. Also, he was a dwarf. Oh, well, Duergar, but
Oh.
just
Look,
let-
cousins can be weird. Maybe
Where,
there's some crossbreeding between, like, uncles.
where would we find these Nagas?
they are to the east.
You know what the best thing about the Dungeon of the Mad Mage is? Everybody has a fucking perfect sense of direction.
Oh, yes.
I mean,
If
she's
you
been
help-
dead for how long?
Well,
Not even her. The map that we got was oriented north to south. Like everybody has a fucking bird-like magnetic compass in their head.
Well, maybe Hallister puts it in people every time they enter the
You know,
dungeon.
I am perfectly
They're
willing
like,
to buy
north
that.
is this way.
I'd buy it. I'm going to go consult with my compatriots.
if you help me, I can give you much knowledge of this level.
That does make it rather more tempting. If you'll excuse me, I'm just going to go parlay with my comrades. Whoop. I do not say whoop as I
But you think it.
So, anybody want to go kill something called a Naga?
Uh,
She said Naga.
Naga, my mistake.
Are Nagas just another word for UNT? Or are they
No.
completely different?
Oh, what's the difference, or would Omitra know the difference?
Yeah, that's what I was ultimately getting at.
Give me an Arcana check.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
15.
Oh, yeah.
4.
Give me a moment, Great Summoner, and I will do that. 18.
Okay. Omitra, you know that a Naga is not a serpent person, it is an actual, intelligent, large serpent.
Okay.
Romevik, from what you know about UNT, the Nagas have always been the UNT's enemies because both of these species each see themselves as top of the food chain when it comes to serpentine evolution, and they kind of clash.
Huh. So Nagas are kind of like that snake lady from Harry Potter. Whatever
What?
her name was.
Nagini?
Nagini?
Nagini was a
Yeah,
snake.
her name is Nagini. Alright, I'd like to explain to my party that Nagas are a different kind of snake person, which I know because
And
Desert.
yeah, sure.
They,
and yet you didn't know how to pronounce them.
Look, dude, I'm also speaking to you in something that is not my native tongue. I should remind you.
It's just his accent.
Yeah, Realmevic Common is a second language that may have just been smacked into his brain by his god. Like, it's
I mean,
not
Yeah,
really
that
clear.
tracks.
It's either that or he slowly picked it up over 6 months as he like crossed the continent. He almost certainly had very little knowledge of Common. All he knew before
Yeah.
this was buy goat, yes, no.
That, and you're ripping me off. Cheaper.
Yeah, no, like imagine shopkeeper dialogue, and that was Realmevic's extent of Common before this.
Shit, sorry.
So those are horrifying. I didn't expect them to have a human face at the end. That's disgusting. Also deeply impractical.
Why?
Like, they can't do the unhinged jaw thing.
How do you know that?
You know what?
they
That's a good
might be
point.
able to.
You know,
Oh,
that's
and
fair.
the other type of Naga looks even worse. So,
Oh, let me
Oh,
see.
great.
hold on.
Ooh, I like the bone one.
It just makes me. Oh wait, did she open up the other?
No, she just looked it up on. They just looked it up.
Oh god, it is worse.
Yeah.
They just make me think of the classic image of like, you know, the Pope can spit venom up to 15 meters if threatened. That's what this makes me think of.
Look at that face
I don't see anything.
in the
In
chat.
Shit.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely worse.
Alternatively, if you need a bigger photo, you can look up Guardian Naga, and it's worse.
Yeah, if you look up Guardian Naga in the SRD, you can.
Well,
That
load
looks
it.
like you took a wizened old tree and turned it into a snake instead. So you started out with something disturbing, and you made it worse.
yeah. Alright, so, apparently,
Yeah.
if we go kill a bunch of Nagas, the
Oh
ghost
god, the moon child is unsettling.
will tell us some of everything she knows about this level.
Oh god, you're right.
They'll just have to remove a couple of S's here and there.
Yeah, alright.
I'm glad you guys appreciate Realmevic's deadpan humor. Oh god, did she move closer when I said that? No, please.
Guys, the ghost, it moved closer. Oh, Mitra. Though I should just see what she does to you, but
We are parlaying.
What?
She's just listening in. She's
Okay.
like watching you guys.
I gotta ask, what's with all the bugs? I gesture with Mage Hand.
This place is filled with water.
So,
I think that was to Yosel. Her.
It doesn't actually say in the book what the fuck is up with centipedes. Besides, they're just there.
I just.
also centipedes can swim.
Remy definitely was not wrong. Because their water is what generally attracts centipedes more than other things.
Yes,
just
but they
says
can
harmless.
swim.
It just says harmless centipedes crawl all over the
Those
statue.
are not harmless. Centipedes are poisonous and will bite.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she just like looks at it, and you can see that she has like one hand against the, like she's leaning on the statue, but since she's a ghost, there's like nothing happens.
Are they poisonous or all pie? Are they poisonous or are they venomous?
I think they might actually be both.
Yeah.
But
Hey, don't eat centipedes.
most importantly, they have too many legs.
Yes.
It's true. It's very true.
I wish I had more legs. Anyway,
No, you don't.
No.
She just looks at the centipedes, looks back at you, and she goes, "Don't harm them, and they won't harm you."
they're not like Naga larvae then, right?
Oh no, they're just centipedes.
Okay, well. Good. I think we're leaning towards going to go kill a bunch of Naga.
Well,
Do we have to kill them? Can we get them to? If we get them to leave, is that good?
No,
Okay.
they must be killed. She kind of looks at your group and goes, "You might find more success if you try having others do the job for you."
Like what you're
such
doing?
as-
I could
Or
die in
do you
haunt
mean
somewhere.
There's
the other
a
Yuan T.
there is a group of black tongues, they call themselves. Bullywugs. If
Oh.
you have them attack the Sethian scourges, then you just have to take them out while they're fighting each other.
Is
Yeah,
she
that could
referring
work.
to the Yuan T or the Frogos?
Frog people.
Wonder if we can get the drow to kill them.
You can't. They'll probably enslave you instead.
Don't. I'm not going. Come on, man. Think it through. Haha, my pedantry was correct for once. Alright, good news, everybody. You can eat centipedes. Don't, but you can.
Not recommended.
Do not actually do that. Please.
What?
Don't eat centipedes.
Oh, yes. So
I'm just emphasizing that because we may have young,
No.
impressionable listeners.
If
Bad
that's what
home.
you're worried about for young, impressionable listeners, I got bad news for you. The bad news is that's not the worst of it.
Thank you, Bad Home. You're a champ.
Do we want to maybe go visit the frog people who can maybe?
I'm thinking that
who
might
can
be where we call
and
it.
then
But
and then I message Realm Epic, eat the centipedes at least.
why would I eat the centipedes?
The frog people could.
I don't know. I think it's the cars disappeared, but I'm figuring that's probably where
She's
we're
here.
Okay.
Okay, I'm figuring that's where we're probably gonna.
Well, what are we gonna do?
Probably gonna. I mean, okay.
I would say at least go talk to the frog people. Maybe they can give us information about the floor plan instead of going on a killing spree. And then we could have all of the
Yeah,
good
'cause
bits.
I mean,
killing spree sounds like a bad idea.
Yes, so if we can get their information without going on a killing spree, then we get information.
Mm-hmm.
yes, diplomacy is probably the better answer. And perhaps we may gain allies who aren't dead. No offense.
You're not wrong.
So yeah, talk to frog people and try to convince them to go kill the derp snakes. If that fails, go kill the derp snakes.
Oh.
Well, look at their fucking faces and tell me that's not what they are. You look at that thing and tell me there's a god.
Apparently, they have multiple.
It gives you an eyeball.
I mean, thanks, Horse Ray. Thanks for my brilliant glowing orb.
And being unable to be with your family.
Mm-hmm.
And goats.
And being in a party
And
with
home.
these people.
Then my children, I guess, but like kind of whatever on that count, you know.
So how long until
said
you
your family.
convert? How long until you convert to Remy's goddess?
They have to make me an offer first.
Well, if they make you an offer, you can't refuse.
Yeah.
I don't know what accent that was.
Yeah, like
Oh my
20
God.
accents at once, eh?
Look at Kerr's camera.
It is frozen.
Yep, she's stuck.
I mean, it's a better frame to be stuck on than previous times.
Uh-huh.
You're not wrong.
All right, I give up. Whatever.
Our
We're finishing the
dungeon
session, so it doesn't matter.
Our dungeon master's lost in time.
All right, so you're heading north to look for the Bullywoods.
Apparently.
Yep.
All right, and we will finish the session there then.
Alright. I'm going to leave you guys in the capable hands of GlitchCat7, who plays Super Mario World really, really well. We were talking about guys
And
earlier.
thank you for
Sorry.
And thank you for watching. And join us tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah. Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.